season of ah. Visit hornhvac.com, where your comfort is our business.
Oh, shoot. Love you guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, LKN. 7:07. Day 2 in the new setup here. And feel a little better. You feel a little comfy?
It's different. It's gonna take some getting used to. It's like getting a new pair of shoes or something. You gotta break it in.
We sat for about 4 hours yesterday, not during the show, but after the show at the Brain Advantage event that took place at the Serve Pickleball and Kitchen. If you missed it, I wish I knew how to describe it the right way,
Yeah, I know.
but I do it an injustice. I'll call it like, is it a new perspective on life?
It's just a new way to look at overall health, I think. Just a new way to start from like the very, very basics of life. Breathing, eating.
Which is free.
Yeah. And how your brain functions and how that affects your overall health.
Can I tell you guys something even crazier last night?
What's that?
I started reading a book last night.
Oh, no.
Look,
I don't even know you anymore.
I don't know what's happened to me.
I don't know.
In recent days.
Yeah.
But my world has changed.
I guess so.
And there's words on pages out here.
How'd reading the book go?
It's Dr. Royer's
Dr. Royer's book that was in the
I
swag
read
bag?
the acknowledgments, which that was my first time ever knowing what that is in a book.
Okay.
And then chapter 1, also rarely read those, but
You read the whole chapter?
I read the whole chapter.
I don't even know.
Even Demi was like, "What are you doing right now?" Because like Noah's like watching like Crunch Labs. Of course, I want to watch that instead. And like, but I'm like, I'm reading right now. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You look like you're doing the same thing over there.
That's why I got the SOS text from her last night.
Why are you questioning what I'm doing right now if you're doing the same thing? I don't understand.
But the really cool thing, so we wore these monitors on our head, and it measured our brain and our left brain and right brain. Told us.
And middle.
And middle, yes.
Can't forget middle.
Middle, left, and right. And it told us how well we were sleeping. It told all three of us that we don't get enough sleep. So that not a surprise.
Number one
there.
factor.
Not a surprise there.
And my breathing. Actually, breathing.
Our breathing talks about how much anxiety we have, how, all these things that we just
didn't even know.
Well, I knew some of it. He said, he's like, Mamie, you're really good at handling challengers. I was like, yeah, duh.
And what got me is when Dr. Royer started talking about memory. And you
Yes.
guys know my memory. There's certain things locked in.
Yeah.
Locked in, not getting out, no matter what. Never getting out of there. There are some things.
Locked in, never getting out of there. That's the same but different. They're locked.
And then I look at my numbers on my chart and I'm like, oh, well, first off, Doc, shout out to me. That's off the chart. So I don't know if you ever had a patient like me, Doc. And so then I realized, okay, so sleep is a factor in your memory. And so if you've got memory issues, if you've got some things going on in your head that you're like, okay, well, is it me? Am I crazy? What's going on? It might just be sleep, or it might be breathing, or it might be water. It might be any number of factors, but regardless, we encourage you, check out the easiest way to start. Listen to Your Brain Matters every Thursday from 4 to 5 p.m. There you can hear Dr. Royer, wonderful guests he brings on as well. He's had Kirk Cousins on the show.
Yeah.
He doesn't hide the fact Kirk Cousins is I don't know whether a current or former
current client, I think.
Client of his who you could say won a Super Bowl because of Dr. Royer. Partly.
Definitely
I know Dr.
helped.
Royer wouldn't take credit for it.
No, but definitely helped him get to the level that he's at. And I've learned just from listening to the show, I've learned some tips like the breathing. Like he said on there one time that most people hold their breath when they read an email. So now I try to be and I was like, oh, I totally do that. So
some emails with AI these days, some emails are long.
They're real long. Some of them are really long. You guys need to put in 100 words or less in your prompts, please. From now
I got
on.
a new 3-line rule. If I have to say it in more than 3 lines.
Yeah. But it was a great event. We're going to continue to work with Dr. Roy and his team so that our brains are the best they can be. The one thing I learned about yesterday that I didn't know, the vagus nerve
Oh, yeah.
Travels from your brain all the way down through your body.
Touches your whole body.
Everything. So
all your organs.
even
all
if
your
you're
innards.
having I think the thing that was surprising, because women of a certain age go through hormone shifts and changes.
I wouldn't know.
And he wasn't saying that you should throw out all the medicine ever, but try this first.
Mm-hmm.
See how this works for you, and then you can and then if you need additional help, you can add it on. Like, I have allergies, so if I can reduce inflammation in my body and not have to take an allergy pill every night so that my eyes don't puff up, then hey, that'd be great. That'd be awesome.
It sounds like something that could actually work. So again, if you have any interest at all, if you're wondering, hey, what are some things I could do? Breathing alone is free.
Mm-hmm.
And that being the starting point for you. And so we encourage you to listen to Your Brain Matters. And if you want to learn more information, RoyerNeuroscience.com or theinnerarmor.com. Mm-hmm. I believe is it theinnerarmor.com?
I think it's Inner Armor.
Innerarmor.com. We'll definitely triple check on that and give you that to you
And
again,
we'll work on doing more of these because it was so valuable. And it was funny. I think one of the questions was how do I go home and tell my family what this is? And he was like, you won't be able to explain it. They have to experience it. And you really do. But amazing event.
The funny part too was 4
hours that three of us sat there too.
I said to Demi day before, I said, hey, we got that event at the Serve today. You bring the kids by. They can go to the swing bay. They can eat lunch. They can do whatever. That'd be fine. And she got there, and I didn't realize she was there yet. I didn't go see her till the break. But when I went to her, she's like, y'all were locked in. We were all locked in. Y'all were all staring at Dr. Royer, paying attention more than you ever have. And I said, well, babe, I'm working on it. What do you want me to do? I'm trying to.
No, I was impressed. Everybody was locked in. And because normally, the three of us trying to sit there for 4 hours.
I don't think I touched my phone once.
I didn't either. Oh, wait, no, never mind. I did.
No, you did.
I was doing social videos,
yeah.
But yeah, I did touch my phone. But yeah, it was a great event. And I highly recommend reaching out to Dr. Royer and his team.
Got to hang out with some great people in the community, too. It wasn't just us three sitting there with Dr. Royer. There were some wonderful folks there as well. And we've got some great people coming through the studio today. We've got Reynolds Consumer Products coming on through. I'm excited about this one. I had an opportunity to take part in Leadership Lake Norman. Lake Norman Leadership, or Lake Norman Chambers Leadership Academy this year. Kent is going to be joining us. He was part of the Leadership Academy as well, so we got to know each other. We spent the night together.
Oh, nice.
In South Carolina.
Oh, yeah, I get to do the sleepaway camp this year.
Yes, exactly. So he's HR manager at Reynolds Consumer Products. Reynolds makes stuff. If you drink out of cups or if you use trash bags. Speaking of, I forgot to pick up trash bags, so we'll have to go by and get some at some point.
Can you guys just bring some in when you come? Thanks.
And then we've got Masterworks School of the Arts as well. 25th anniversary year. Dave and Sue Uibel coming by. A spoiler, I know Dave and Sue well, former neighbors of mine.
Okay.
Went on to the great unknown of, I believe, Mooresville. And so now they're there, but they're still doing wonderful things in the community. 25 years of any small business is impressive. And so we're looking forward to chatting with them, see what they got going on this special year. 844-STUDIO-4, 844-788-3464, whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating.
What's happening this weekend? Probably something we're about to talk about. We'll be right back. Good morning, LKN 105.9, 100.7, 1400 AM.
Well, the rain and storms have moved out and made way for some drier weather as we go into the second half of the work week. Our sunshine is back. No rain worries for our Wednesday. It's still pretty hot. Temperatures right around 90, even some low 90s for some, and we'll hover in the upper 80s near 90, staying dry through Friday. Pop-up storm chances return as we get into the weekend. That's your forecast from the Surf, Pickleball and Kitchen, and WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
The WSIC app is available now wherever you get your apps, featuring local deals from great local businesses like ICATS Public Transit.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Good news for our community starts with an opportunity to help save lives. The Lake Norman Chamber and One Blood Drive is happening Wednesday, July 22nd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce in Cornelius. Just one blood donation can help save up to 3 lives. Whether you're a regular donor or giving for the first time, your donation can make a real difference. Learn more and schedule your appointment at liveworkplaylkn.com. Panthers fans, football is almost here. Carolina Panthers Fan Fest returns to Bank of America Stadium on Friday, July 31st. Gates open at 5 p.m., followed by entertainment, player warm-ups, an open team practice, autograph opportunities, and a fireworks and laser show to cap off the evening. Tickets are just $5 with proceeds benefiting Carolina Panthers charities. Get all the details at liveworkplaylkn.com. Then mark your calendar for a night of laughs that supports a great cause. Farrah's Parenting presents Stand Up for Good on Saturday, August 29th at the Kane Center for the Arts in Cornelius. Charlotte media personality Ramona Holloway hosts the evening, with comedian EJ Masacampo opening and America's Got Talent comedian Eric O'Shea headlining. Proceeds benefit Farrah's Parenting's child abuse prevention and family support programs serving North Mecklenburg and surrounding communities. Tickets are on sale now, including VIP experiences. Find ticket information at liveworkplaylkn.com. To discover more local happenings, visit liveworkplaylkn.com. It's your hometown source for community events, local news, and everything Lake Norman. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
The button pushing stops here.
WSIC. Local starts here. We're back. Local news, local voices, and your calls. Justin and Mamie on Good Morning LKN. WSIC. Local starts here.
I didn't realize until this morning, during my post-quiet time, that Tony Romo got arrested in Milwaukee.
What?
They got the body cam footage of it.
Tony Romo?
Tony Romo. I think this was from literally the 23rd. Yeah, 7/23/26. The body cam footage. We'll take a look at that a little bit later on. But there are certainly. So I'm gonna say it.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird.
It's time for the word of the day. What's the word?
Word of the day.
Hey guys,
Hey, what's up?
today's word of the day is inveigle.
Inveigle?
Inveigle. Inveigle.
Vagal nerve.
Inveigle. So we're dealing with a verb here, so you got to kind of be nimble with me. All right, light on our toes here. INVIGLE. Inveigle.
Oh wait. INVEIGLE.
GLE.
Okay, I got it right the first time. Never mind.
Which does
Sorry.
go against the I before E, except after C. So
Yeah, that
again,
rule.
just something that caught my eye. Inveigle.
Wow, a rule breaker.
Yeah,
Okay.
inveigle. Yeah.
And a verb too, no doubt.
And a verb.
Oh, man, I thought that rule was a permanent rule. I didn't know you could break it.
Well, except for sounds of A, like neighbor and way.
I was
Okay.
spelling wrong.
Well, that
And-
would
and-
this
and-
would be an
inveigle.
exception. Inveigle.
And
Oh, sorry.
inveigle.
I didn't know the second verse. Let's see. Justin tried to inveigle Mamie into covering his next interview by complimenting her preparation skills.
Swindle.
Flatter.
Flatter.
And
Flatter.
get her to
I
do,
like that.
Get him to do something by flattering them.
Sweet talk.
Ooh. You guys are barking up the right tree. I'm going to read one more sentence. Justin attempted to inveigle Bill into taking an extra production project by saying, "You're the only one who can do it."
Common occurrence. The
You guys were pretty spot on with to swindle. The definition I have in
Swindle.
front of me is to persuade, entice, or win someone over through flattery, charm, or clever persuasion, sometimes in a deceptive way.
Ooh,
I
deceptive.
don't like that. I
way.
don't like that undertone. You got
A little
there.
swindle. You
I
know
don't
the
like
word
the way you said
Inveigle.
that to me.
a little grift. I like that word,
Inveigle,
grift.
Inveigle.
Inveigle. A little
Inveigle.
inveigle.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Okay, inveigle.
I
So
like
it's
that.
to swindle? Is that the appropriate?
To persuade, entice, or win someone over through flattery, charm, or clever persuasion, sometimes in a deceptive way.
I'm going to say to persuade, charm, or flatter, sometimes deceptively.
Mm-hmm.
You got to use caution. Look, people say things, right? People will say words to you. You got to use caution. You got to think through it. You got to have your wits about you. You got to do all those kinds of things, and we'll see. Like when you're going down the aisle and you say to yourself, "Which one do I pick? Do I pick the trash bag that has that extra flex for me,
Yeah.
or do I cheap it out?
No, get the
do I go
one.
value?
Because when you get trash water on your foot, you're gonna say, "I should have bought the better bag."
Not the trash water.
Oh my gosh.
Not the dripping trash water through the
Oh.
house out the front door
You want to see me have a full-on
on the
freak
carpet.
out? Let me get a little bit of trash water
What'd
on my
you
foot.
eat yesterday?
On my bare foot before I walk outside. Uh-huh.
A little shiver tingle you get, you know what I mean?
Gross.
Hey, big storms happened in Mooresville yesterday. Really, I mean, I was glad to hear that. You know, when the thunder came, love that
We
sound.
had some nice rain. Did you
rain?
have? We got rain here in Cornelius, at least in my house.
Some,
but it wasn't
It wasn't very long.
No, it wasn't a huge storm. But Bill was keeping us updated with what was happening up north, and it seems like some big storms happening.
Do you have power back this morning?
Yes, we got it
Okay.
back some point overnight.
Okay, so you went to bed with no power.
Went to bed with no power.
Wow.
Ooh. How many times you have it? Can you count on your hand how many times you've had to do that?
I don't think many.
It's not a lot, right?
No,
probably
very few.
3 times.
I'm grateful for the infrastructure, the grid, and the people that we have because it's not magic. It definitely takes people when there's power outages. But it was a massive tree, or there's trees that came down.
A tree that fell on part of Highway 77 last night
This
in
tree
Mooresville.
damage there. So something came through there, probably a downburst, but
Nice little DOT
probably
came
from
actually
further
here, too. I like
investigation. I'll have to pour into the radar data here in a second.
Okay.
Because that is an area that definitely has
Tree
some strong
management?
winds
Is that a
going
lesson
through
in
there.
tree
I'm
management?
going back and looking at the radar.
Wind happens.
Wind
To
does
me, it
happen.
looks like a downburst.
Looks
but
like a
it definitely
downburst.
crossed right over
downburst.
the interstate.
Bursting
Right
downward.
in that location.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
had that tree
Causing
damage we showed you
thousands of
from
power
the
outages. That's what
backyard,
happened on Tuesday's
off of
storm. So,
150.
but again, we
Got
needed rain.
this tree
We need
damage
rain.
there.
We did need rain. It's just these severe storms that came through. I saw some other videos too of just huge wind gusts that came through Mooresville, Iredell County. So it was kind of wild last night. Hope everybody's safe. Looks
No
like
doubt.
power's back on. So yeah, thankful for everybody who keeps that going for us.
Was Tony Romo being safe? Was Tony Romo going to be in trouble? I don't know. I'm not saying he's guilty or anything like that, but we've got body cam footage here from Tony Romo's arrest in Milwaukee. I saw this morning. There's not a community note on it yet, so how certain accounts get this kind of stuff, I don't know. Shay Norling on X is the one who posted this.
We basically do not an inventory, but I make sure that there's no guns in there. Exactly.
So you guys checked
And there were a few shooters in there that I.
So he got a
observed.
bag that got looked at.
Any of them drink?
Okay.
I
So
don't think any of them were drink, right?
okay,
Can I do an exercise?
go ahead, dude.
So he says he needs to stretch before the sobriety test here, so he begins
Yeah, we all
stretching.
got to stretch before sobriety.
Pat it down. Yep.
He's had a couple of back surgeries.
And that is our right to stretch before any testing.
Correct. And so he
Any head
maintains that.
injuries?
Excuse me?
Any head injuries recently? Any concussions?
Yes, Tony.
Well,
Just say yes.
over the years, yes, but not recently. No, we're good.
Okay.
Okay. When
Too many
you
words,
turn,
Tony.
keep the front lead foot on the line
Okay. Can you guys
and
do
turn
this?
by
Whoa.
taking a series of small
He's
steps.
still stretching.
With the other foot.
He's not spider
I'm
crawling.
going to demonstrate with 3. You will do 9, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Just sitting in there. Sorry, guys, 2 back
1.
surgeries. It does hurt.
2.
2 back surgeries.
You
Humble flex. there.
willing to submit to a PBT
What is that?
machine that you blow in?
PBT.
It's a preliminary.
I think personal
It does not
breathalyzer,
determine
breath test.
preliminary
results of the-
breathalyzer
yeah.
test.
Oh,
By
no,
test.
we're not doing that.
Okay.
I've already heard from all the lawyers, don't ever do that.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
Is
wow.
that true? Lawyers say don't do that.
I don't know. Tony's
It's
lawyer.
It's an automatic
Did I pass
arrest,
this test?
but you get back
Turn
and
around.
you take blood then usually, or they
No.
can get a warrant for blood. Or
can I
urine.
use my phone real quick? Because there's a plane taking off.
You're
my
under
parents are there.
arrest for
Okay.
operating
We'll
while
get to
under
that.
the influence, okay?
Oh.
Oh.
So
We'll get
Romo's
to it,
was
Mr.
arrested.
I got a
This-
plane
again,
though, guys. I got a plane.
The body cam footage here is dated 7/23/26 at 17:59, so that's just shy of 6 o'clock. Tough look, bad look, good look.
This is what confused me, and it's happened many times, and unfortunately, it's not going to stop. Someone like Tony Romo has access to a driver. You can't tell me. Fox,
I have access to a driver. It's called an Uber. That's my access to a driver.
But even him,
or
as somebody who has access, so this is a.
He's got access to an actual person that he can call at any point.
No doubt, I'm sure he has a secret number he can call, and they will magically appear and take him anywhere in the world that he wants to. But life is full of choices, and so how this came about, he looks like he's still inside of an arena.
I think they may have pulled him over inside a parking garage or something. I'm sure he saw the cop, the lights behind him, and he didn't want to pull over out in the open is my best guess. And so he pulled into a, covered parking area where he could have this conversation.
And because
you got to think, you've been drinking, you probably shouldn't be driving. You see the blue lights behind you, you're Tony Romo, you don't want everybody and their mom taking a video of you doing the test and getting talked to the cops. So.
You don't want to assume, you can't, but what will probably be described as his demeanor and his look. I don't want to say he looks disheveled.
Yeah, he looks rough.
But he looks like he was having a good time.
So I did look this up. This is true. He really did get arrested. And he said he was on his way to go see his grandparents.
Okay.
So I don't know.
In Milwaukee.
Maybe his grandparents.
Bark twice if you're in Milwaukee.
Maybe it's tough. Maybe it's tough to go see the grandparents. You need a little something to calm him down.
He should have had a cup, a different kind of cup. He should have put away the shooters, because that's what they say, right? If you have like a red cup or a blue cup, you can have the red cup or blue. You just can't have a glass bottle or a can. Is that how that works? It's like at the beach. It's like what they do at the beach. So I don't know. Maybe Hefty will be in, or Reynolds will be in here soon, and so we'll see what's going on with the cups. Why didn't he have a cup? Masterworks School of the Arts also will be in later on. Looking forward to it. So Tony, I don't know what happens to from here forward. Right? Certainly he'll have questions as far as his contract, maybe, or whatever goes on. I don't know what happens.
He's an analyst, right?
Innocent until proven guilty. We'll say. Luke Kuechly, though, is going to be a game analyst on Netflix.
I'm excited about this.
This football
Proud of
season.
him.
I saw this yesterday. Netflix is hiring. This is Ari Myrov on X.
I saw this yesterday as well.
Netflix is hiring Panthers Hall of Fame linebacker Luke Kuechly to be its #1 game analyst, pairing him with Noah Eagle. This is per Andrew Marchand. Games he will call include Week 1 Rams 49ers in Australia. Netflix also has Thanksgiving Eve, Christmas, and a Week 18 Saturday game. And New York Times writing the article about it. So Luke!
Way to go, Luke.
Right back into the fold.
Let's see a hometown guy do well.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Makes me happy.
I would love to see it be a Panthers game, but I don't know if we're on Netflix at all this season, so I can't say whether or not that's possible.
I don't think we are. I've looked at the schedule. I didn't see any that
we didn't make the Netflix
on
cut
Thanksgiving Eve. We do have a Monday night game.
He was on the radio call last year.
Yeah, he definitely was.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm going to be sad to see him go.
Yes.
To be anything, because then
maybe he'll be back on. Maybe he'll be back.
Maybe he'll be back because these are only 3 games, so
it's kind of bittersweet.
Maybe he'll be back.
I saw, it kind of reminds me of, again, I don't know why, but when I was at the Duck Pins place in Charlotte, you learned so much there.
You've learned a lot there.
There was a party going on, and the sign, like kind of the banner said, "Rude that you're leaving, but we get it." And so, I get it.
Same to Luke?
Yeah.
From town halls to yard sales, we've got Lake Norman covered. We'll be right back with Justin and Mamie on Good Morning LKN. WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, the rain and storms have moved out and made way for some drier weather. As we go into the second half of the work week, our sunshine is back. No rain worries for our Wednesday. It's still pretty hot. Temperatures right around 90, even some low 90s for some, and we'll hover in the upper 80s near 90, staying dry through Friday. Pop-up storm chances return as we get into the weekend. To the Surf, Pickleball and Kitchen. WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
If you need medical equipment, call Lowry Drug in Statesville. We have everything you need in stock, including portable oxygen concentrators, CPAPs, masks, lift chairs, wheelchairs, scooters, hospital beds, supplies, and anything else you need. Get it when you need it. Check out LowryDrug.com or call 704-873-2247. Lowry Drug, your hometown source since 1959, across from Iredell Memorial Hospital. We are worth the drive. Come see us.
What if we've got it backwards? Stop letting frustration hold your child back. The book Extinguishing Einstein reveals why traditional methods fail and what really works for ADHD. Claim your free copy today at RoyerNeuroscience.com and empower your child to thrive.
When cancer changes everything, hope still matters. Cancer thriver Charlisa Harriet, also known as Coach C, the crushing chemo chick, creates faith-filled resources that comfort and uplift, including books, journals, planners, and greeting cards. Find encouragement created from lived experience at crushingchemochick.com and be sure to catch her show, The Healed Exchange with Coach C, Wednesdays from 11 to noon, right here on WSIC.
Spring has sprung, and so have the savings. Drum Landscape Supply is your go-to for mulch, stone, sand, and specialty plants. And they're offering 50 to 70% off pavers and natural stone. Your dream landscape is just one stop away. Hurry in and save big, only at drumlandscapesupply.com.
Hi, I'm Barbara Kohler with the Kohler Group, a counseling practice located in the beautiful Detweiler Plaza on Reese Boulevard West in Huntersville. We have skilled Christian counselors available to help you using proven clinical techniques, and we offer telehealth throughout the Carolinas. We accept many major insurances, including Medicare. Visit us today at thekohlergroup.net to schedule a complimentary consult, because now is the time to heal.
Friendly reminder, don't break when you see the lake.
WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. It's Fed Day and one of the most uncertain decisions in years from our central bank. Investors are bracing for the possibility of a surprise interest rate hike, even though most are projecting the Federal Reserve will keep interest rates on hold. New Fed Chief Kevin Warsh has said he's committed to lowering inflation, but hasn't indicated whether he supports increasing interest rates to do so. Meantime, Facebook parent Meta and Microsoft are about to test investor patience about all the spending tech companies are doing to support their artificial intelligence ambitions. Both firms report earnings after the bell this afternoon. Head of that, S&P futures are looking at gains. And Audi is launching a full-size SUV specifically for American drivers. The Q9 will start at $123,000. The Q9 will go up against luxury SUVs, including the Lincoln Navigator and Cadillac Escalade, as well as the BMW X7 and Mercedes GLS. It will be in dealerships in November. Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Radio.
Don't miss a thing. Download the WSIC News app today. WSIC. Local starts here.
We're back. Buy it, sell it, regret it later. Justin and Mamie on Good Morning LKN. 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, 1400 AM.
Names, I forgot to pick up some bags before.
Well,
the
then
day. I've
you
been
invited the
meaning
right
to.
guest in today,
Yes,
then
we
I guess.
did.
Sorry. Yes, we invited you because we want to talk to you, but also we're all out of trash bags.
Kent from Reynolds Consumer Products joins us in studio this morning. Kent Minich, he is the HR manager. Kent, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Spoiler, I already shared with everyone that we also know each other, having spent the night in bunk beds together in South Carolina at Bethelwood, part of the Lake Norman Chambers Leadership Academy program, and we had a wonderful time. I think we had a wonderful time together. Overall, well, let's start with that. That's how we met. So your take on that from Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce and that leadership program, your thoughts on it?
I think it's a great program. Obviously got to meet you and become bunkmates. But it was fun to meet everybody. We had a large class, wide variety of people in the class, and met some great people and continue relationships and learn things I never thought I'd learn about the Lake Norman area.
And prepping Mamie for her run this next
Yes,
cycle.
I start in September.
I don't know who you'll be bunking with, but you'll find out on day one.
But hopefully they don't snore too much.
I snored, Ken? No. That's what amazed me about the program too, as we progressed through it, was learning about all the different companies and people that are really here in Lake Norman, and one that I don't even know if everyone really realized, Reynolds Consumer Products. Okay, Kent, spoiler for us. How much product does Reynolds make each year right here in Huntersville or in the Lake Norman area?
Well, I can tell you, we work with the Hefty brand and the plastic products, and we average 18 to 20 million pounds of plastic every month.
That's a lot of stuff that people clearly are buying and for. So Reynolds makes, what are those products? What are those main ones that if someone opened that drawer in their kitchen right now and they were looking in there at all the stuff, which ones could you imagine them seeing of Reynolds that you guys make?
Well, the biggest one everybody knows in their household is Reynolds Wrap, the aluminum foil. But beyond that, there's the Reynolds parchment papers and the cooking materials and the cooking bags. And
now we're talking cookies making. Let's
Yeah.
go,
Yeah,
Ken.
yeah.
So you're the reason for my addiction.
There you go. Whatever works.
But then you also make the Hefty products too, you said.
So Hefty is under the Reynolds umbrella as well. And here in Huntersville, that's our focus is the Hefty brand. We make the Hefty party cups.
Ooh.
So we're the only Reynolds facility that makes the cups. And that's a big, huge part of our business. And, obviously some private label as well. But that's a big part of our business here in Huntersville, along with making tableware. We make forks, knives, spoons, plates, and different combination packs of those.
Reynolds is a $1 billion company. Am I right in
Yes,
that
they
number?
are.
What's the culture like? I mean, again, because it's local right here in the area. What's the culture like at Reynolds?
Culture here is very good. We have a great leadership team. We just went through some promotions and we're rebuilding that team, so it's great. But the culture, when I got here, I came here a year and a half ago, and what really I moved from Nashville, Tennessee, so what attracted me to come here was the leadership team and the culture that's been present and built there. And we look to continue to build that, make it a place that people want to come to. Actually, as a reference to that, it's the first place I've come to in manufacturing that we actually had a waiting list for people to come join us.
Really?
Wow.
So that's, we're not, that's for our entry level positions. It's been a great environment to come into.
So as far as positions do you have ones open now that you're looking to hire?
We do. Some in leadership and some just in the plant there. We've got a production supervisor. We have a warehouse lead. We have maintenance supervisor, multi-craft mechanics we need, operations team lead, a quality manager, an HR representative, and a process technician are our main focus right now. As we continue to evolve in the plant and automate and do things, those positions, especially the technical positions, are more critical to what we do.
You're the HR manager. What's the training like at Reynolds? Is it good? Or is it just kind of here's plastic, good luck? What's it like?
I've been in places like that, but yeah, we have actually someone comes in. We have we call level books to progress up, and each level book you complete, you get pay raises. We start at over $20 an hour for our entry level positions.
Wow!
And you can build your way up. You go through the Packers, and then you can become an operator. You can go as far as you want, and we will teach you along the way.
Now I have to ask you, are there any new products, new innovations, new things that you guys are working on? Because, plastics have been around for a while now, but I'm sure you guys are always looking at ways to elevate it and come up with new ideas.
Always. And we've got a great development R&D team. We also have a great marketing team. On the Reynolds side, one of the new products out this year was a kitchen prep paper. You put it on your countertop, you do all your prep, saves your countertops.
Nice. Yes.
That's been out new for Reynolds this year. On the Hefty side, we have a product called EcoSave. It's a compostable material that is reusable. You can wash it, reuse it. If you happen to throw it away, no big deal. It decomposes much faster than normal plastics. It's actually a plant-based product. And that's really a new product for Hefty, and it's taking off much faster than what we thought. And it's actually produced here in Huntersville.
The community, right, is obviously important in general for any business, right? You decide to be in a particular area, likely because of the people or for whatever reasons. So from a community perspective, what are some of those ways that Reynolds likes to get involved with the community?
Well, when I came here last year, I was charged with the task of promoting Reynolds, and how do we do that? Then this year in 2026, our CEO down made community involvement a priority, so which was great. So Leadership Lake Norman introduced me to a lot of aspects. I've sat in on meetings with through the chamber of nonprofit groups. So how can we get involved with them? So currently we've worked with a Cool Kids campaign.
Oh yeah.
Wonderful organization that supports pediatric oncology and their families. I get from that, it's kind of like St. Jude's on a local level. What a fantastic organization. Also, we're working with Angels and Sparrows in Huntersville, doing some food prep for school lunches and different things with them. So we're looking to get more involved in the community. We've worked with high schools. We had 3 local high schools come in earlier in the year for manufacturing and engineering focused students. They've come in, we gave them a quick tour, did quick answering Q&A sessions with them to show them, to realize what it takes to make plastic. It's not just you put material in, out comes a cup. There's engineers, there's marketing, there's R&D to it. There's the packers, there's the people that operate the machines, there's quality departments. There's a lot goes into it, and you don't realize that when you drink that cup. So,
well, as someone in the community who consumes the products,
I was going to say, yes.
I can make cookies.
What did you
that's
say?
for
What was
darn sure.
the number or something? How many pounds of plastic you guys do a month?
18 to 20 million pounds.
Yeah, I think I'm about at least 10% of that what we use at our house. Yes.
All right.
What would you say is your favorite? I mean, you've been there almost 2 years, right? So thus far for you, for someone who may be wondering, hey, I heard a position, I kind of do a role like that. Maybe I'm going to reach out. But again, if someone's wondering, what would you say has been your favorite kind of part about working with Reynolds so far?
Yeah, the people. We as an HR, we're here to help employees no matter what level, no matter what their need is, even if it goes outside the organization, how can we help them in the community? That's why it's important to know the resources in the community. If someone needs food, they're living paycheck to paycheck, how can we help them in the community? I know we have a good starting rate, but people still are in need no matter what.
Does Reynolds make the cups in different colors, or is it just one color?
So we make all colors. We actually make prints. In the past we've made for the Chicago Cubs. They're Chicago Cubs plastic beer cups. So we can print any design on them. We can print. Zoo Pals is another product that we make.
We used a lot of those when my daughter was younger too.
Zoo
Pals.
The fun little plates that have some of them have ears on them, and yes.
Yep. So that's another product we make there.
Those are always fun. Yeah.
A lot of fun. And again, just right here in the local community. Those positions, Ken, if you would go through those, because if someone out here is wondering and looking for a new outfit, maybe they're the right fit.
Yeah. First, you go to reynoldsconsumerproducts.com under careers, search Huntersville. But we have a production supervisor. We have a warehouse lead, maintenance supervisor. We need multi-craft mechanics, an operations team lead, which is assistant supervisor position, a quality manager that's going to be posted here shortly, an HR representative, which is an HR generalist, and then a process technician. So,
Kent, thank you so much for coming on the show. Kent Minich, he's the HR manager, Reynolds Consumer Products, right here in the Lake Norman area in Huntersville, the headquarters right there where they produce a lot of product, where if you're looking for a new gig too, it might be a right fit for you. Kent, thanks so much for coming in today.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
From town halls to yard sales, we've got Lake Norman covered. We'll be right back with Justin and Mamie on Good Morning LKN. WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, the rain and storms have moved out and made way for some drier weather. As we go into the second half of the work week, our sunshine is back. No rain worries for our Wednesday. It's still pretty hot. Temperatures right around 90, even some low 90s for some, and we'll hover in the upper 80s near 90, staying dry through Friday. Pop-up storm chances return as we get into the weekend. That's your forecast for the Surf Pickleball and Kitchen. I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Listen, save, enjoy. The WSIC app, available now in your app store.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Good news for our community starts with an opportunity to help save lives. The Lake Norman Chamber and One Blood Blood Drive is happening Wednesday, July 22nd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce in Cornelius. Just one blood donation can help save up to 3 lives. Whether you're a regular donor or giving for the first time, your donation can make a real difference. Learn more and schedule your appointment at liveworkplaylkn.com. Panthers fans, football is almost here. Carolina Panthers Fan Fest returns to Bank of America Stadium on Friday, July 31st. Gates open at 5 p.m., followed by entertainment, player warm-ups, an open team practice, autograph opportunities, and a fireworks and laser show to cap off the evening. Tickets are just $5 with proceeds benefiting Carolina Panthers charities. Get all the details at liveworkplaylkn.com. Then mark your calendar for a night of laughs that supports a great cause. Farrah's Parenting presents Stand Up for Good on Saturday, August 29th at the Kane Center for the Arts in Cornelius. Charlotte media personality Ramona Holloway hosts the evening, with comedian E.J. Masacampo opening and America's Got Talent comedian Eric O'Shea headlining. Proceeds benefit Farrah's Parenting's child abuse prevention and family support programs serving North Mecklenburg and surrounding communities. Tickets are on sale now, including VIP experiences. Find ticket information at liveworkplaylkn.com. To discover more local happenings, visit liveworkplaylkn.com. It's your hometown source for community events, local news, and everything Lake Norman. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Friendly reminder, don't brake when you see the lake.
WSIC, local starts here.
We're back. Local news, local voices, and your calls. Justin and Mamie on Good Morning LKN, WSIC. Local starts here.
There's a new collab out, and it's gonna, I don't know if it's gonna cause a battle in the drink wars at all.
The drink wars?
Pepsi putting out a new collab campaign here. This one caught my eye yesterday. I think it's a body scrub. Pepsi putting out
Pepsi body scrub?
Yeah, this is I think an influencer, I think is what you call this person. And so Pepsi partnering with Miss Gassell. She is somebody.
Somebody. She's a somebody.
And so she's got these products that are Pepsi with body wash.
No.
Wild cherry Pepsi body wash.
Oh, gross.
Infused with niacinamide and vitamin B5.
Uh-huh.
And I'm really a big fan of the vanilla slushy body scrub.
The body scrub looks disgusting. I'm not scrubbing that on my body. That's making me not
I've done
clean.
worse.
That is nasty looking. No. You want to use something that looks clean when you're bathing yourself, not something that looks like
Well, you're going to scrub it off.
Bottle of mud.
Well, mud, you use we use like charcoal for things to clean things, right? It's like a natural water filter. Pepsi, they prescribe Diet Coke to people on GLP-1s who have clog issues.
That's true.
And so Pepsi trying to make a play now.
Can't you clean your toilet with like Coca-Cola?
You can clean your toilet with, I think it's just regular Coke cleans your toilet really well. Yeah.
Awesome. Real well. And so this is now going to exfoliate your exteriors as much as your interiors.
Okay. You getting this? Just a little squirt in the mouth, a little scrub on the body?
I don't want to tell you what your Christmas present is already. So if you're wondering, look no further.
It's all right. You guys are getting the pickle cookies. I talked about it last week. So
okay. So we'll all just vomit.
Yeah, I've
together
never heard
like
of
that.
Glam Light. So
I've never heard of Glam Light. I've never heard of Miss Gazelle either.
Well, she got the Pepsi deal.
She's
so-
only got 42,000 followers. It's not that many.
Yeah, but if you got good body scrub,
I guess so.
it doesn't matter. If you believe in the product, it doesn't matter how many followers.
Apparently,
you have.
she was in Forbes for a multi-million-dollar beauty empire. So.
Well, Glam Light. So Glam Light
Glam
is,
Light.
is
That's
really
her
the
stuff.
collab.
Yeah,
That's
I've not heard
hers.
of Glam Light before either, but they got lots of followers.
Well,
so
they've sold 15 million units worldwide.
good for them.
And that will now include Pepsi Vanilla Scrub.
Vanilla slushy body scrub.
Right. And also, but we can't forget about Wild Cherry Body Wash. Because that also, there's two different products here that were. Now, I don't think the loofahs are Pepsi brand.
They're just
So
blue.
don't be misconceived by the image. I
The
don't.
loofahs,
Although it does seem pretty easy for them to make a loofah.
they could have those things are very cheap to make, but apparently they're really bad for you because they don't ever dry out completely, and so
You gotta use a different one every day.
yeah, you got to use a new one every day.
And I'm not trying to inveigle. I'm not trying to at all here.
Sure. Great.
Sounds like you are.
This one just makes good sense.
Sounds like you and Miss Giselle are besties now.
Well,
What they got for the feet?
I think you're putting
that's the scrub.
Okay.
yeah.
That's
I
the
think you're
scrub.
putting the this nasty looking mud scrub on your feet.
Definitely.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
And maybe this
If it's
it
vanilla,
can't
why do they
hurt.
have to make it Pepsi colored? Why do they have to make it look like brown cola mud? It just is.
It's a slushy.
It's so gross. Yeah, but no, it looks so gross.
maybe someone was scrubbing their feet on an American Airlines flight, and that's what really grounded them last
So
night.
that's what happened. I saw this yesterday.
FAA issued a nationwide ground stop for all American airline flights, what they were describing as an IT issue. Started about an hour. It would last about an hour. 6:30 p.m. Last night, even. I mean, this was last night. Major hubs: Dallas, Charlotte, Chicago. Obviously, all disrupted by this. 1 hour on a Tuesday. You know that'll set you off.
Yeah, I mean 1 hour, 15 minutes. Will
What?
set everybody's. Yeah, 1 hour is setting everybody's
scrubbing
plane.
their feet again?
Oh, I've seen people take their shoes off on a plane.
I prefer to.
Oh gosh.
What?
No, it's not your living room.
I'm in a metal tube with you for a
bus.
long-term period.
You're on a
You
bus.
signed up for this.
Oh,
You
gross.
chose this. There are plenty of other wonderful transportation options. Might I suggest the train? Yes, I'm taking my shoes
Do you
off.
take your shoes off on the train?
I take off a lot more than that on the train. I sleep like I'm at home on the train.
Okay.
Yeah, meeting new friends along the way too.
Oh, I just want to be like, excuse me, this is not your living room. Put your shoes on.
Do you wear sandals though?
No.
Because what's the difference? If you
gotta
wear
go
sandals
through
versus taking your
TSA.
feet off?
So you gotta wear socks.
Why?
Because you gotta put your feet on the grubby ground at the airport.
You don't have to take your shoes off anymore, do you?
Well, if
I
you
don't
have
think you do.
pre-check.
No, it depends on what time when you go.
Ah, okay. I haven't
What?
flown in a while. You don't have to take
It
your shoes off
depends
anymore?
what time.
Yeah, if you go like super early in the morning when there's not that busy, they'll say
Take your shoes off.
you don't have to take your shoes off, leave the computers in the bags.
But when it's
Just
super
go through.
busy, they
Yeah.
tell you to take
Shoes
it all
off.
off to slow it down.
We need this line to be longer.
I
Then-
imagine just a higher concentration of people.
They can't look at every single person.
It's a
now.
game of numbers. More shoes, more.
Right. No, I think they check in higher traffic time.
You know why they take the shoes off too? Why they require the shoes?
In case something's in somebody's shoes.
Because there was something in somebody's
Somebody
shoes.
tried to put a bomb in their shoe like way back.
Well, I
in
think
the
that's
day.
where a 9/11, like some of the parts were in shoes.
No, it was right after 9/11. Somebody had
Oh, right after 9/11.
a bomb in their shoe.
Another one?
This was after 9/11. Yeah, but it was like months after.
So why do we even need shoes on planes? Shouldn't the rule just be no shoes on planes then?
No,
Right.
you just want your grubby feet walking through
Well,
the
socks.
airport.
They can give out the little soft socks just like you're at, Urban Air jumping trampoline park.
Did you bring your socks today?
Yeah. No, well, that pack's going to be $2.
At the airport, it's going to be $25.
You better bring your own. We gave you multiple warnings before you got here.
Yeah.
Do you also have your real ID? Next, you're going to tell me you don't have that either.
Oh gosh, I don't have one of those either.
Don't even try to go to the airport, babes.
Okay, I'm not going anywhere.
Just stick with the body scrub, okay?
I'm just gonna have to use mud to clean my body now.
Something weird's happening with the AI companies. I know it's all weird. I got a few AI stories for you, of course. Let me give you the one that's probably going to make you more mad. Anthropic is supposedly destroying all the rare books in the world, literally, And some are saying it's because of the way that a judge rendered an opinion. You know, words matter. And so one of the concepts that's come up is an alleged copyright violation. And so the wording and don't, you know, this is on the internet, so hey, do your own research. But so somebody making the comment, and we'll go into the story about it. Nobody seems to understand this, but I cannot stress enough that a judge told Anthropic that training their AI models didn't constitute copyright violation as long as they, quote, transferred the text instead of copying it, creating what they think the lawyers came up with, the legal necessity to destroy the rare books after they're scanned. And so here's images of inside of the factory where supposedly the books are being housed. And all the AI companies are trying to do this. And Elon even commented on one of these original posts saying that we have instructed everyone at Grok or XAI to not destroy the books, but to scan the books.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's the concept of copyright violation, right? And so where Elon, who lays on the side of open source, that kind of changes things as far as, I mean, it just is a different way of looking at it as compared to someone like Anthropic, who's on the closed side. And so they're literally scanning the books, and what they have to do to scan them, and what they're doing is they're taking off the binding of the book. And that's how they're doing the process then of their machines, taking and transferring that knowledge. So if their argument is, well, if we don't destroy them, then we're in violation of what the judge told us we can do. And so they've been doing it too for years. This isn't a new thing. I think it dates back to as early as 2025. Where they started just buying up gobs of books and rare books.
What is the difference between transferring and copying it?
And that's where I think we're getting into where they're like, parsing the legal words of a judge.
Yeah, the transfer is still technically a photocopy of this book. It looks, when you look at this machine.
But if you destroy it and nobody else has that knowledge, is that copying or is that transferring at that point?
Oh, so destroying it means that you're just transferring it. So the book.
The physical act of destroying, it now only exists via our AI.
That's not right.
And so, and again, this is what a lot of the AI companies are doing because they have to have knowledge. And where do you get knowledge? Books is one place. People is another.
Yeah.
And so they're definitely working both sides of that right now. And so instead of dealing with copyright lawsuits from publishers, they're saying these are rare books that we have. Some of these are one of ones. I mean, some of these books are literally one of ones, and that they're stripping down, scanning in, transferring the information to where no longer in physical form, only in digital form behind their closed wall would you find the information.
But that would mean they would have to get every single copy of that book ever, destroy all of them, transfer it.
That sounds like a wonderful world to live in.
That sounds like a movie I saw one time.
And a book I read one time.
Yeah.
So that's what they're up to. That was the semi-positive story of AI. No, that was the negative side of the story. I'll share the other one for the next couple hours. 844-STUDIO-4, 844-788-3464. That's the number you call if you're buying, selling, or celebrating birthdays and anniversaries. We love doing that.
What's happening this weekend? Probably something we're about to talk about. We'll be right back. Good morning, LKN 105.9, 100.7, 1400 AM.
WSIC 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, 1400 AM. Statesville, Lake Norman's home for NASCAR. WSIC. Local starts here.
COVID controversy at the Capitol.
I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. Dr. Anthony Fauci will be at a Senate hearing this hour. Fox's Chad Pergram is there.
He's going to be asked questions about his diaries, the start of the pandemic, what started it, did it come from the lab, did it come from a bat, questions about the pandemic, and also if you look at some of these diary entries, whether or not he was more focused on trying to get attention for himself compared to trying to address the pandemic.
Fauci's private diary has been made public ahead of the hearing by the Republican senator who has sparred with the doctor at hearings in the past.
Rand Paul said that he just wants the truth. He said so long as he says what's the truth, that's fine. But he says if he says something new here and something that is contradictory or he doesn't tell the truth, keep in mind that that is not handled by that pardon extended by former President Biden.
Last night, the Senate gave initial approval to a Russia and Iran sanctions bill named for late Senator Lindsey Graham, who'd been pushing it. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky was at the Senate for that vote and tells Fox's Hannity,
"We want to stop this war."
Zelensky and Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu also attended Graham's funeral at Washington's National Cathedral. The late senator will be laid to rest today after another funeral in South Carolina. And Zelensky and Netanyahu also met with President Trump, and the Israeli leader also tells Fox's Hannity it was a great discussion.
We don't want to see this fanatic regime in Tehran have nuclear weapons to threaten every American and to threaten the peace of the world and to threaten the existence of Israel. So we have a common goal.
This as fighting flares back up.
U.S. Central Command says Iran launched ballistic missiles in an attack on American forces, but all were intercepted. The Iranians confirm attacking a U.S. military base in Jordan. American forces have also worked with Saudi Arabia to strike sites in Iraq used by Iran-backed militias.
That's Fox's Jonathan Savage. Oil prices surging back up more than 4%. America's listening to Fox News.
When I hit my 50s, I felt like things were slowing down.
This is Sandra's Metamucil story.
I started taking Metamucil for digestion, but had no idea it would impact so much more. Not only did Metamucil help me feel more regular, but my heart health saw the benefits too.
Metamucil. One simple routine, 4 health benefits. Digestive health starts here. Go to Metamucil.com for more details.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
A school shooter in Georgia locked up for good.
The slain will not return to life. The injured will not forget their wounds, and a 16-year-old boy will live and die in prison.
Judge Nicholas Prim sentencing Colt Gray to life without parole for murdering 2 students and 2 teachers at Appalachia High School in 2024. Colt's father, Colin, will be sentenced tomorrow, convicted of murder and manslaughter for providing his son the gun used in the shooting. Now an update on the Charlie Kirk murder case. Prosecutors are urging the judge in Utah to set a trial date for Tyler Robinson.
As the court nears a decision on whether it'll officially proceed in their comprehensive state memorandum, arguing the evidence connecting the Utah man to the assassination of Charlie Kirk overwhelmingly establishes probable cause on every charge, and that the conservative activist was attacked for his political views, citing his opposition to gay marriage and transgender rights. The defense is expected to file its written opposition in the coming weeks, followed by a final response from prosecutors before oral arguments are scheduled for September 1st. Lillian Wu, Fox News.
In Florida, there are 2 empty cells on death row. The first state in 9 years to execute 2 prisoners the same day.
Dominico Chacon was executed by lethal injection, according to the state of Florida, at 6:13 p.m. Eastern Time. The 80-year-old was the second oldest man to be put to death in this manner in U.S. history, 4 decades after his conviction for killing his ex-girlfriend's parents. Earlier in the afternoon, James Duckett died using the same drug injections in the same death chamber. Duckett, an ex-cop, had been on death row since he was found guilty of drowning an 11-year-old girl in 1987. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are mixed. Up for the Dow, down from almost 200 points. Up for the NASDAQ, down almost 200 points for the Dow. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Well, the rain and storms have moved out and made way for some drier weather as we go into the second half of the work week. Our sunshine is back. No rain worries for our Wednesday. It's still pretty hot. Temperatures right around 90, even some low 90s for some, and we'll hover in the upper 80s near 90, staying dry through Friday. Pop-up storm chances return as we get into the weekend. That's your forecast for the Surf, Pickleball, and Kitchen. And WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshLawFirm.com.
We're back, live, local, and mostly under control. Justin and Mamie on Good Morning LKN. We'll be right back on WSIC. Local starts here.
My dad went to Catholic school as a kid.
Yeah.
And he told me that they really knew how to handle students very, very well.
Oh, yeah?
Particularly in the discipline realm where, you know, if this kid was talking, the nuns would just come right up and slap your hand with a ruler. You know what I mean? If you were just doing the wrong thing, you were doing the wrong thing.
Sometimes a yardstick so they didn't have to get
They
close
just
to you.
addressed it, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Right in the moment. Let's not let this linger.
Don't let it linger.
Schools now considering using a new type of deterrent for this upcoming school year, bringing back corporal punishment.
It looks like maybe not for students, but maybe for an intruder. I don't think they're going to use this on students, but schools are using pepper spraying drones to help combat active shooters. I do like the one that just knocks the guy over. Where do you get that drone?
Well, are these drones just going to be flying around in the school? Okay, I guess
So
that
it
could be
says schools in at
TV.
least 3 states will be equipped with drones this year that can zoom through halls, smash windows, and pepper spray active shooters if the teachers report a threat. At least 9 schools, 3 in Florida, 5 in Georgia, and 1 in Colorado will have storage boxes that house the plastic non-lethal aircraft made by Austin-based Mithril Defense. The drones, which can be activated by teachers, are capable of reaching a shooter within 15 seconds. Also, I just think, you know, you got all these buzzing around
through
you.
the window right there.
Yeah, did you see the one where it goes right through the window?
Oh, you got more videos.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
looking
just
at
scroll
the
through.
dummy drone one.
Scroll through.
Yeah, no, get off the dummy drone. Look at it.
Okay, so this is like what? There's a red button in every class that can be hit?
I think so. I think there's just like a button on the table. You
Yeah.
smash it, and then these drones activate.
Because there were several children who pulled the fire alarm in my day.
Yeah.
That happened, usually around test time.
Yeah.
You don't want to mess with the red button.
No, you don't want to mess with the red button. Yeah, so I think this is a good idea. You don't put any teachers' lives in danger. Resources officers aren't in danger.
I mean, if they're going to have this,
Keep
they need to
students
showcase
safe.
this to the students. Like, you know, when you do the fire drills or the tornado drills, we're going to now show you what these drones are capable of. Everyone gather. I'm going to push this red button.
Oh, your kids haven't had to do active shooter drills yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 They call it
Safety drill or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Code Red.
Yep.
And
But you
we're
want
gonna
to see these?
demonstrate
You want to
this.
see these things smashing through windows?
We've got our racket and paddle sports PE coach here to facilitate being the bad guy. And this is good. So watch the pepper spray bleed into his eyes.
You know,
children.
you've talked about wanting to have the dog bite you. I bet schools would take you as a volunteer for this one too.
I know Sheriff Campbell's got some drones up there too. I know they got some drones going
They'll
on.
take you as a volunteer.
That's right.
They'll take you as a
Yeah,
volunteer.
for
yeah.
sure. Yeah, for the. I don't know about being pepper sprayed. I don't know if they'll let that.
You're
happen.
not. You don't want that one.
They seem to be more willing to let the dog bite than do the pepper spray. I don't know why, but
Okay.
I'm sure the dog. I think that and the way and that was right after the sheriff said, "Well, the dog can break your back." I was like,
We're willing to
okay.
risk it for the bit, guys.
But we won't do pepper spray.
No pepper
So-
spray though. Okay.
They probably use bear spray by now, right? It's probably not even just you can't just use pepper spray anymore. People
don't
have figured out how to combat pepper spray.
Have they?
Because you don't think that, and this isn't to anyway. I don't even want to go down this road.
Okay.
You're gonna be wearing goggles or glasses, right? I mean, you got to figure out something else. I don't know. Anyway, The drones inside too.
But the pepper spray gets in your nose, in your mouth, and it gets everywhere. So it's not just
on your senses.
Yeah, even if you have goggles, it's going to still get into you.
I think you stepped up to bear spray.
Okay.
Might as well.
All right, bear spray now for all schools.
But regardless, there's going to be people kind of sitting around waiting for the red button to be pushed, and once they are pushed, they know the exact coordinates of the schools and where to go to drive. Still seems like a lot of logistics that have to go correct once a drone is deployed.
In a school, and that's where I'm at, is inside a school, unless it's like outside
He's
and
wearing
they
a
only
hoodie.
come barreling through the windows.
Right, he's wearing a hoodie and a book bag.
Drone.
Which one?
Hoodie and a book bag, yeah.
Right.
Pause. Process. Scan.
Enhance.
Analyze.
Enhance. Enhance.
No, that's not a book bag. That's a satchel.
Enhance.
So, but I hope it works. Obviously, safety being a huge factor.
Keeping the kids safe is huge,
Totally.
yeah.
Glad we got that on.
But we'll poke the holes through it all along the way.
I mean, it is.
I think that's our job.
Yeah,
is that what we're supposed to be doing?
Well, and if it ends up here, right? Well, wait a second. We've seen this before. I've got questions. Right? It's no different than, the Boring Company. People have legitimate questions about fire and flooding, right? They want to know, or earthquakes and things like that, right? If you're stuck in a big tube. Do want to share with you Philip Morris International. They announced yesterday a new $1.2 billion Aurora, Colorado campus where they are going to be pumping the Zen.
You're welcome,
more
Philip
Zen
Morris.
to be pumped.
Yeah.
This is a 148 acre
Just
site.
like the cups.
More Zen.
Us. That's us too.
The approximately 780,000 square foot campus is PMI's first greenfield manufacturing and production complex in the United States. Developed using a design, build, delivery approach, the project progressed from shovel to commercial level shipments in 19 months. Here is a quote from the CEO. Aurora represents an important milestone for PMI US and our continued investment in our business here. That's Stacy Kennedy, again, the CEO of PMI US. This facility expands our production capacity, strengthens our supply chain, and enhances our ability to serve growing demand in the U.S. and around the world. It reflects our confidence in American workers, U.S. manufacturing, and the long-term growth opportunities ahead of our business. Originally announced as a $600 million project, obviously now, which is when it's in 2024, that price doubled.
Yeah.
So $1.2 billion.
Billion.
Yep, and they've already done about $1 billion. Excuse me, they said for it. And so again, they are pumping the Zen.
Pumping the Zen.
I guess people buying it enough that they need a $1.2 billion factory for
People love the Zen. Well, it's gotten people away from the cigarettes,
Correct.
and then people switch from cigarettes to the vaping, and then the vaping now to the Zen. So
And it's nicotine pouches. That's what it is.
nicotine pouches. Yes, it's a little pouch with nicotine in it. It's funny. Katie asked me about it, and I was like, "Don't do it, Katie. Don't even start it. Don't start it." And Rob's like, "But it's real good, Katie. But don't start it."
I tried.
But it's
I
real
think I've
good.
told this story before, but I've tried dipping the nasty once.
What,
And I
like
was
dip?
like, yeah.
Not chewing tobacco, but
No. I was what? 14, 15? Not to, say I was illegally using tobacco products at 14 or 15. And
It was like the Sandlot.
and it was peach or green apple.
Oh gosh.
One of the two. First pinch. Just
Huge. You took a big one?
Someone said to me, take a good one. Okay. Sure. So it's like, think of the claw from Toy Story that picks up multiple alien little things. That's about what my hand did. Ended up in my lip.
Yeah, you're supposed to like pack it and stuff too.
Now this was sorry,
Or
I
is it
just
all
had the
loose?
little dingle spit in the back of my throat. Hold on, give me a second.
Got the mouth sweats.
Wait, I got the tummy rumbles. Don't make me do it.
Oh gosh.
And it happened to be a night where, for whatever reason, mischievously making dumb decisions as a young child, I was out after dark without my parents knowing. And so there's a ditch along Catawba Avenue. It still exists to this day, where my vomit landed. And and I stumbled my way back, 4 blocks home of Catawba Avenue.
Yeah.
And to this day,
Never again?
I vomit at the side of peach and green apple. But my goodness, the thrill of the hunt.
I'll
isn't
say,
it?
what a rush, though. What a rush.
Justin and Mamie, breaking down local headlines and your neighbor's garage sale. We'll be right back on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, the rain and storms have moved out and made way for some drier weather as we go into the second half of the work week. Our sunshine is back. No rain worries for our Wednesday. It's still pretty hot. Temperatures right around 90, even some low 90s for some, and we'll hover in the upper 80s near 90, staying dry through Friday. Pop-up storm chances return as we get into the weekend. That's your forecast for the Surf, Pickleball, and Kitchen. I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
The WSIC app is available now wherever you get your apps, featuring local deals from great local businesses like Nina's Boutique.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Good news for our community starts with an opportunity to help save lives. The Lake Norman Chamber and One Blood Blood Drive is happening Wednesday, July 22nd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce in Cornelius. Just one blood donation can help save up to 3 lives. Whether you're a regular donor or giving for the first time, your donation can make a real difference. Learn more and schedule your appointment at liveworkplaylkn.com. Panthers fans, football is almost here. Carolina Panthers Fan Fest returns to Bank of America Stadium on Friday, July 31st. Gates open at 5 p.m., followed by entertainment, player warm-ups, an open team practice, autograph opportunities, and a fireworks and laser show to cap off the evening. Tickets are just $5 with proceeds benefiting Carolina Panthers charities. Get all the details at liveworkplaylkn.com. Then mark your calendar for a night of laughs that supports a great cause. Farrah's Parenting presents Stand Up for Good on Saturday, August 29th at the Kane Center for the Arts in Cornelius. Charlotte media personality Ramona Holloway hosts the evening, with comedian EJ Masacampo opening and America's Got Talent comedian Eric O'Shea headlining. Proceeds benefit Farrah's Parenting's child abuse prevention and family support programs serving North Mecklenburg and surrounding communities. Tickets are on sale now, including VIP experiences. Find ticket information at liveworkplaylkn.com. To discover more local happenings, visit liveworkplaylkn.com. It's your hometown source for community events, local news, and everything Lake Norman. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
The button pushing stops here.
WSIC. Local starts here. We're back. Buy it, sell it, regret it later. Justin and Mamie on Good Morning LKN. 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, 1400 AM.
Another advantage of the event we went to yesterday, the Brain Advantage. We found out that my brain isn't the craziest brain in Lake Norman. There are many others who also share similar traits of deprivation and hallucinations. And so one of those gentlemen joins us this morning, Bill Russell, president of the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce. Good morning, sir. How are you?
That is so funny. So when you were talking about yesterday, your score literally was off the chart. Your score was as off the chart as my score was.
The only one who
could
was more
beat
off
you.
the chart.
Yes, Bill Russell.
You know, the funny thing is, but listen, neither one of us are very inside the box thinkers. We're out of the box thinkers, right?
That's true.
Isn't that what he was trying to tell us?
That's exactly
we're out of
right.
the box thinkers.
Your thoughts on overall the event yesterday. Bill, I'm looking at lakenormanchamber.org right now. I'm looking at the calendar, and I know that you got a lot of places to be in the day and in the weeks and in the months, but you thankfully came to the event yesterday. Your thoughts overall on the topics that were discussed and kind of from a health and wellness perspective and just overall, Dr. Royer, give your thoughts.
Well, you pointed out why I was off the charts in terms of no sleep, no rest, breathing hard. I mean, we have so many doggone events here at the Chamber of Commerce. No, it was fascinating. And yeah, I totally get that if you don't have enough sleep or you're not breathing right, or perhaps, you're not eating right, well, that's going to affect your heart's not going to be in sync with your breathing, and that might be causing stress. The thing I think it was, so I had this high stress level, and you heard me yesterday. I'm going, I don't feel stressed. And his comment was, well, he has a client that is a CEO, major corporation, cool as a cucumber, but yet he was stressed physically. So you can have the mental stresses that, the anxiety and all the things that you're worried about. But it could be your body stress because your heart and your lungs and everything else, metabolism is not in sync.
Could be a lot of stress for a lot of different reasons. Small business owners deal with stress all the time. There's 1,000 different things to deal with at any given day, but the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce, thankfully, here to help offer some resources, opportunities to network, and all kinds of ways to learn and grow your business. Bill, what's going on with the Chamber? It's coming toward the end of summer. What are the events with the Chamber that people should be paying attention to?
And we crank up. I mean, somebody was saying, hey, is it slow because it's the summer? No, we don't ever take a break. So you already touched on one because you had Ken in there. We have Leadership Lake Norman registration taking place. And again, that will kick off in September, but we're doing the registration now for Leadership Lake Norman. We are looking at our golf tournament coming up, and it's already sold out in terms of players. I think there's some sponsorship opportunities, but it's already sold out, and it's not until October. So we have the Business Expo coming up. That's going to be October 13th. That is our show and tell. It's the biggest project we have. The expo is now 25 years old. The Leadership Lake Norman I just mentioned is 30 years, celebrating 30 years of Leadership Lake Norman. So some great programs we have coming up. We have a orientation for our new members tomorrow here at the Chamber of Commerce that will also include a group ribbon cutting. So be an opportunity for these newer businesses to find out how they can get plugged into the Chamber. So a lot of things going on.
I can't say enough good things about the Leadership Lake Norman. If you've been in the Lake Norman region for a while, or if you consider yourself a leader, or you're wanting to be with other leaders, a wonderful opportunity at the core of building relationships. Bill, you force us to spend the night together in bunk beds and stuff like that. That's how deep it goes. Well, just for those that are wondering, why start Leadership Lake Norman being away from Lake Norman or being secluded? Why do you guys choose to start the program off that way?
Well, first off, we want you to get far enough away from home that you're not going to say, hey, I'm going to run back to the house and grab something or go do something. But yet it's not too far away. I mean, we're only an hour away. We're in Rock Hill, South Carolina. So we're only an hour, but it's enough of a distance that you're not just going to slip out and go back home and go take care of some errand. So that it's getting so you can concentrate on the team building exercises. What we tell people is when Mamie starts this program, she's somebody who's probably going to know many of the class members. But for somebody who maybe isn't familiar with the other 22, 23 people in the program, by the time you leave Bethel Woods, you're going to know probably 2/3 of the group because you're going to have worked closely together in the team building exercises.
It was a lot of fun. The other event you mentioned is the Business Expo. Another one as far as just an introductory way of relationships. Very, very easy way to have a room full of other small business owners in the local community. Are you excited for this year?
I'm always excited. Again, this is the 25th year of it. We only can put 120 businesses in there. That is another event that always sells out too. But it is an opportunity for us to be able to showcase our businesses, the best of the best. It's a cross spectrum, a spectrum of the organization. So you have realtors, you have healthcare, you have retail, you'll have insurance, you'll have financial advisors. I mean, it is a cross of our whole business community, showing the diversity that we have here in terms of our small businesses.
I love it. I love it as an opportunity to meet the small businesses, and also we get to go on the radio whenever we've been there each year, and I absolutely love it.
It's one of the best ways to meet small businesses in this area. They're all there in one room there with you, and you can just go around to each one. They also have great swag. There was cake one year. There's always,
I love when the restaurant, bring more restaurants, Bill.
Yes,
bring all the restaurants.
They all have the little samples out there, so it's a great way to meet some local businesses, all there in one place.
Bill, the opportunity also for just a business to join the chamber. Can you talk about that process and kind of in the beginning, right? Because if you're a new business joining the chamber, let's say, and maybe it's because you've been here a while and you're just joining it, or maybe you're a brand new business that's just coming into the Lake Norman community. What's it like when the people join the chamber for the first time?
Yeah, I mean, it is an opportunity for you to network with other small business owners. And we have corporations too. So, I mean, you just had Kent with Reynolds. They're a chamber member of ours. So we have the larger corporations involved. We have small businesses. But really for the small business is getting your name out there with other business owners. And the one thing I think that's a little bit different about our area here in Lake Norman is our small businesses support each other. I mean, they go out of their way to refer your business, to support your business, assist your business. And I think that's what makes us different, sort of a family of businesses here in Lake Norman. But it's an opportunity for you to get out there and showcase your business and start building that base of contacts that's going to make you successful and thrive in this community.
I needed to ask you a separate question. This is more personal. So I have the grapevine that was doing great. The critters, though, took all the grapes. And so do you protect your crops at all? Like, do you put like a net system? What do you do to protect your crops from all the critters?
It has been horrendous. So this year, not only do you have the critters, it has been the worst year ever in terms of water. It has rained up here in Cornelius, but in Rock Hill, the thunder starts rumbling, the skies are gray, the wind starts whipping, tree limbs are falling out of the trees. It sprinkles and then goes away. It has been the driest summer I have ever dealt with at the farm. So between the no water and, yes, the critters, the deer and the raccoons and even skunks getting into my garden, my poor old grapevines, they didn't even produce this year because they didn't have any water.
All right, so no luck for me this year. I guess the critters just win, and I'll give it to them this year, but next year. But I will keep praying for more rain, though. That's for darn sure. Hey, there is one event too I do want to plug that I know that it's a little bit farther out. You got a lot of great signature events coming up at the Breakfast, and that one supports kind of the nonprofit side of things where the chamber gets involved. Can you share about the Breakfast that's going to be going on in the next couple of months?
You talking about the foundation breakfast?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be it's the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. The Lake Norman Chambers Foundation typically takes a couple of charities, and last year it was Bridge of Hearts and also Cornelius Early Scholars, and the net proceeds went back to those two organizations and the Lake Norman's Education Collaborative, where we work with the businesses and the high schools and partnering them together. I don't know that these final selection processes have been made on which charities are going to be the beneficiaries of those funds. But it's going to be held at the Peninsula Club again the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. Bob McIntosh and John Hetworth do a great job of getting sponsors together. They're out there soliciting sponsorships as we speak, and we really appreciate the community getting behind that project.
Why nonprofits? Like, where does that overlap? Because, Bill, I'm about the dollar as a business owner, right? I'm trying to make money. And why nonprofits? Why is that relevant for the chamber and for the community?
Well, those two nonprofits in particular were education oriented. So you're dealing with the Cornelius Early Scholars and making sure that we have that future workforce that's going to be there. But also, when we did the very first one, it was the YMCA pre and after school programs. And again, if mom or dad is looking for, if you don't have a stay-at-home mom or stay-at-home dad, what are you going to do with the kids if they're not school age yet? So it was important to be able to take care of those parents to make sure that they could get to their jobs.
Bill Russell, president of the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce. He's also host of Town Talk. It airs every Wednesday from 4 to 5 p.m. Bill, what's on tap for the show today?
Well, we're going to be talking with Pierre and Flora, who are the co-founders of Ant Insurance, and then Drew Chalifant, who is the co-owner of Hawks, which is hiking adventures with kids. Do you take the kids on nature walks and trails and hikes?
They usually bring me along, yeah.
Well, we're going to be talking about getting back to nature, but also your insurance needs. So we got them set up for this afternoon at 4 o'clock on Town Talk.
Looking forward to it. Bill Russell, president of the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce and host of Town Talk every Wednesday from 4 to 5. Thanks, Bill. We'll catch you later.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Justin and Mamie, breaking down local headlines, and your neighbor's garage sale. We'll be right back on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, the rain and storms have moved out and made way for some drier weather as we go into the second half of the work week. Our sunshine is back. No rain worries for our Wednesday. It's still pretty hot. Temperatures right around 90, even some low 90s for some, and we'll hover in the upper 80s near 90, staying dry through Friday. Pop-up storm chances return as we get into the weekend. That's your forecast for the Serve Pickleball and Kitchen. And WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Inspire your team and gallop to greatness. Our horses at Willow Equine are outstanding at working with people on leadership and team building skills, perfect for corporate retreats. Visit willowequine.com as you gallop to greatness.
Order up. The Serve Pickleball plus Kitchen in Cornelius is where sport and food are paired perfectly with philanthropy. Come play, dine, celebrate, and connect. No membership required. All ages welcome. Eat, play, serve it forward. Visit theservepickleball.com.
Hi, I'm Barbara Kohler with the Kohler Group, a counseling practice located in the beautiful Detweiler Plaza on Reese Boulevard West in Huntersville. We have skilled Christian counselors available to help you using proven clinical techniques, and we offer telehealth throughout the Carolinas. We accept many major insurances, including Medicare. Visit us today at thekohlergroup.net to schedule a complimentary consult, because now is the time to heal.
Spring has sprung, and so have the savings. Drum Landscape Supply is your go-to for mulch, stone, sand, and specialty plants, and they're offering 50 to 70% off pavers and natural stone. Your dream landscape is just one stop away. Hurry in and save big, only at drumlandscapesupply.com.
No one should face an empty plate, especially in our own backyard. At Angels and Sparrows, we are feeding families, fueling futures, and fighting poverty every day. But we can't do it without you. Help us keep our plates full. Join our full plate fundraiser at angelsandsparrows.org.
Hi, I'm Barbara Kohler with the Kohler Group, a counseling practice located in the beautiful Detweiler Plaza on Reese Boulevard West in Huntersville. We have skilled Christian counselors available to help you using proven clinical techniques, and we offer telehealth throughout the Carolinas. We accept many major insurances, including Medicare. Visit us today at thekohlergroup.net to schedule a complimentary consult, because now is the time to heal.
Don't miss a thing. Download the WSIC News app today. WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. The World Cup helped boost quarterly earnings results for Visa, which was a key sponsor of the event. Transactions surged as much as 20% in some World Cup host cities on match days. Separately, Visa says it will eliminate roughly 2,600 jobs, which is about 7% of its workforce. The company's looking to free up cash to focus on growth opportunities. All eyes on the Federal Reserve as it wraps up its two-day policy meeting this afternoon. The central bank is expected to hold interest rates steady, but Wall Street has not ruled out the possibility of a surprise hike as patience with high inflation wears thin. S&P futures are higher this morning. And the maker of Ray-Ban says revenue from smart glasses nearly doubled in the most recent quarter. EssilorLuxottica and its AI glasses partner Meta have staked out an early advantage in the fast-growing market. However, it's about to get tougher, with Google and Apple preparing to enter the business. Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Radio.
Friendly reminder, don't brake when you see the lake.
WSIC. Local starts here.
We're back. Buy it, sell it, regret it later. Justin and Mamie on Good Morning LKN. 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, 1400 AM.
Don't laugh. You can't laugh. You got to hold
Laugh.
it for the bit.
Don't
You're not
laugh.
allowed to laugh.
Don't
Do
laugh.
Your best.
Don't laugh.
I don't
Okay.
know. I'm going to need some help not
Yes,
laughing.
and is usually what I say, though. We're here in the studio.
We've got some friends who can help. If you need some skills, right, and whether life skills or you're looking to act or have fun through music, theater, art, all kinds of different things, Masterworks School of the Arts, Dave and Sue Uibel, the owners, join us in studio this morning. Good morning to you both.
Good to be with you guys. Thanks for having us.
Thank you for being here. Spoiler, I've already told everybody, Dave and Sue, we used to be neighbors. We did. So I'm vouching for
I
y'all.
appreciate you guys coming in. You've known this guy for a long time, longer than I have, so good job coming in
They're
today.
great people.
Masterworks School of the Arts. Y'all are celebrating 25 years. You got to take us back to the beginning. Let's go all the way back to the beginning first. What made you want to start Masterworks School of the Arts?
Well, we moved down here in 1988 or 1998. And what happened is I came down to start a traveling piano service, for lack of better terms. I have my master's degree in piano performance, and so I drove around. I had 45 different families in the Lake Norman area, and I would just drive from house to house, and I'd have 2 or 3 students in each house, and I'd just go in and teach. It was really a lot of fun. But as I had done it for about a year and a half, families would start to say to me, do you teach violin? Do you teach guitar? Do you teach voice? And I said, no, but let me see if I can find somebody. And then Susie and I came up with the idea to see if we could pull a number of people we knew into one place to do it. So families could come and in one afternoon do multiple lessons. But then as we began to process it further, we began to think about, okay, how could we create a place where they could not only take the lessons, but then they could have a place where they could use what they were learning. So it was a theater company, a string ensemble, a piano ensemble, all sorts of things. So our original vision was just to provide a place where people could come and take the individual lessons, but then have a place where they could use them, hence the theater companies and everything else we do there.
Wait a second. I didn't know you were a master piano guy. I never got the Christmas invite to come over and sit around and sing the
You didn't sit around and do the
jingles.
concerts?
Yeah.
No, my master's degree is in piano performance.
Love that. And so for 25 years then let's go to today and then we'll fill in the middle. What's the school like today? What's going on today?
It is a great place to be. I still love going to work after 25 years, and we have 20 faculty members and staff members. There's always kids and adults because we teach both kids and adults. You go in and you'll hear violin in one room, you'll hear voice in another room. There are 6 studios. Then we have a big room where you've got the theater company tap dancing on the floor. It's just a lot of fun. So there's a lot that goes on: music, art, and theater.
We talk about the arts a lot here because my daughter did theater all through middle school and high school. She loves music. She taught herself guitar during COVID. Talk about, it doesn't have to be something that they want to do for their career, like you did, right? It's possible if they want to do that. But talk about the confidence and like what it is about doing the arts that helps those kids.
Well, I think the arts translates to so many areas of life. The confidence is obviously one. Our theater students will not only be involved in theater, but I had one come back to me who's a doctor now, and she said she had to address a medical conference. And she said, I could never have done that if I hadn't had the time to stand in front of people on stage and sing and dance and do things that I'm uncomfortable with. But at the same time, it translates into a lot of other areas. I had an educational psychologist come and stop, and he said, I want to know what you're teaching your kids here. And I said, why? And he said, your students that come to us, he said, they are progressing faster than our other kids. And he said, so I want to know how you're doing it. Just another one, random one, we had a student, his name is Evan. He was asked to join the piano program at the Charlotte Douglas Airport. I don't know if you know that, but there's a grand
I've seen
piano
that,
in there.
yeah.
And Evan was 12, and he went in, he auditioned, and he's this, at that time he was a little bit shorter, and he would sit down and play the piano in the concourse for 3 hours every Saturday. And the head of the airport said, oh, to be that short and to be that talented, because they put a bucket out there. He was making $129 an hour in tips. Today, Evan is at Cornell University. He is a junior. He still does music, but his passion is engineering. So it translates into so many areas of life. It really is fun.
And I think a lot of people's number one fear is public speaking, right?
Right,
So I think it's like more than death. Like more people fear standing in front of people
That's
than
true.
dying.
You're right.
So if you can get over that fear,
Right.
no limit to what you can do.
Right. You're right.
One of the things I do want to talk about too, the scholarship concept that you guys have. Would you share about the scholarships that you guys also help provide for those in need?
We do have times where people will come in and they'll want to take multiple lessons, and we have a limited availability for scholarships. So we just ask them if there is a need that they would fill that out and let us know, and then we do what we can to help them afford the program.
Multifaceted program. I mean, it's one thing to dance, it's one thing to sing, it's one thing to play music, right? How has it been just building block on top of each other over, and this is kind of also the entrepreneurship side, right?
Right.
How have you been able to do that over 25 years?
It's just been a step-by-step process. I think Susie often says that there was no template for what we did. And when we started, we couldn't find anybody else who was doing exactly what we did. So we started out with things we were strong in, lessons. Then we had some faculty come in who wanted to start a theater program. The first theater production was not anything you'd want to write home about, but each year we built it and began to add new sections of it, new concepts in it. We went from one theater company. We now have 3 theater companies and a new one starting this fall. We have 2 that are junior musical theater companies. They're for ages 6 to 10. Then we have a senior that's 11 to 18. And then this year we've just added a new one that's straight non-musical plays. So we've just built it block by block as we had the people. But the vision has always been the same. If I were to say to you, you guys go to a Broadway musical, and anything that you can see, scenery, costume-wise, that you can hear with the vocal production, the sound, any of those things that you can do, we wanted to be able to train students at Masterworks to do those things, give them the skills, but then give them a place where they could work those skills out and practice them.
Yeah, so important.
Masterworksnc.com is the website, masterworksnc.com. We're talking with Dave and Sue Uibel, the creators of Masterworks NC. Masterworksnc.com. Okay, you've got summer camps. I see you've got acting and theater classes. I see you got art classes as well. Is it kind of like sports that there's like seasons, or how does it work if I'm a parent and I'm considering my kid joining into this?
Well, we register our students for private lessons for a year round. So they begin new private lessons in August and they go through the following June. We take July off and they kind of do what they want. They take lessons from different people in our school and things like that. Our classes start in September and go through December, and then they start again in January and go through May.
All right, let's talk about this open house that you guys have.
Ooh.
August 28th from 4 to 7 p.m.
Right.
Tell us what people can expect there.
They can come in and they can see the facilities. They'll meet our staff. They'll meet some of our students. We'll have some of our students playing and singing and doing different things. They'll see some of the artwork that the kids have created. Just give them a flavor of what the school's about. We want them to see the heart of the school. And to us, that's what's the most important, because you can go anywhere and get piano lessons or get voice lessons, but to see how we've structured it and the incredible faculty we have. We have faculty that have been with us almost the entire 25 years, which is really rare. And so every time we find somebody who fits into a new niche for us, it's exciting to see them come on and see them blossom. But the ultimate goal is to affect the lives of our students. And to see them be able to do that and find their niche is really fun. And I hope that when people come to the open house, they'll get a sense of that.
Sweet Sue is so softly sitting here while I am rambling
really
here.
A lot to that. She's doing a great job, so I'm here for moral support. But no,
Would love to hear just your thoughts on the journey. I mean, 25 years and being married to you guys working on this together.
Right.
I know Dave isn't going to take all the credit for it by any stretch of the imagination.
No,
Not
it's
at
a
all.
partnership.
As he mentioned, when we started 25 years ago, and he had the vision to start it and put it all under the umbrella of a school, we never dreamed that it would be here 25 years later, that our grandchildren, would now be in this school. And, our kids were in junior high and high school, and they came back from college. One got her voice degree, the other got her master's in business, and they're both working at the school. And now to have all 5 of our grandchildren, and Dave mentioned one of our faculty who was with us pretty much the whole 25 years, now her grandchildren are coming. So it really is the next generations, but music is universal. It's from generation to generation. It's been fun to create this school and have all the things. One of the programs we have is Mini Masters, and it's for the preschool. And that's probably one of our strengths, and one of Dave's strengths is working with the preschool and getting them to love music and theater. And we have Broadway Broadway Buddies,
So
which
this is
is
a
a
great
really
program.
unique, special program that he also created. Maybe you want to share about Broadway.
Actually, it was our daughter, Julie, who created it. We had a student come in, and they were mildly autistic, and we didn't know that. We just knew that something wasn't working. So she said, Dad, she said, can we start a program? Let's call it Broadway Buddies, where our senior theater kids would come into the junior program, and they would shepherd one student. And you would not have believed the response from our seniors. We had multiple ones want to do it. And so what happened is, as we would have somebody come in, and we don't have a huge staff that can handle large numbers, but a senior would not only go to each rehearsal with the kid, but then they would have their own costume, and they would be with them on stage. And it really gave kids who wouldn't normally have an entrance into a world like that, it gave them a place. And now to see some of them singing in choirs with adults and doing other things, it's pretty cool.
Amazing.
August 28th, 4 to 7 p.m. Put that date on your calendar. Masterworksnc.com is the website. They've got the open house. You can come and check out all the wonderful facilities they've got. Masterworks School of the Arts. Dave and Sue, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having us. We really appreciate it.
Masterworksnc.com.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Good news for our community starts with an opportunity to help save lives. The Lake Norman Chamber and One Blood Blood Drive is happening Wednesday, July 22nd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce in Cornelius. Just one blood donation can help save up to 3 lives. Whether you're a regular donor or giving for the first time, your donation can make a real difference. Learn more and schedule your appointment at liveworkplaylkn.com. Panthers fans, football is almost here. Carolina Panthers Fan Fest returns to Bank of America Stadium on Friday, July 31st. Gates open at 5 p.m., followed by entertainment, player warm-ups, an open team practice, autograph opportunities, and a fireworks and laser show to cap off the evening. Tickets are just $5 with proceeds benefiting Carolina Panthers charities. Get all the details at liveworkplaylkn.com. Then mark your calendar for a night of laughs that supports a great cause. Farrah's Parenting presents Stand Up for Good on Saturday, August 29th at the Kane Center for the Arts in Cornelius. Charlotte media personality Ramona Holloway hosts the evening, with comedian EJ Masacampo opening and America's Got Talent comedian Eric O'Shea headlining. Proceeds benefit Farrah's Parenting's child abuse prevention and family support programs serving North Mecklenburg and surrounding communities. Tickets are on sale now, including VIP experiences. Find ticket information at liveworkplaylkn.com. To discover more local happenings, visit liveworkplaylkn.com. It's your hometown source for community events, local news, and everything Lake Norman. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Inspire your team and gallop to greatness. Our horses at Willow Equine are outstanding at working with people on leadership and team building skills, perfect for corporate retreats. Visit willowequine.com as you gallop to greatness.
We're back. Local news, local voices, and your calls. Justin and Mamie on Good Morning LKN, WSIC. Local starts here.
I made sure to ask Dave and Sue too on their way out. Do they teach adults? Because
do they?
Yeah, they do.
do?
I said you do private lessons for adults. This is all the time. I've always wanted to learn the piano. I got one lesson way back in college. Fortunately, time just got away, and I didn't have a chance. I've always wanted to learn how to play the piano. Middle C is the only key I know.
I got a violin you can borrow.
I don't know
I got
anything
multiple
about
violins actually. I just
What's
never,
up with that?
I should have asked him that question too. Like, why could
Do
I
you
never
buy violins? Oh,
Why? No, I took violin, and well, it's my great grandmother. I was named after her, and she played the violin, and so obviously, because I'm named after her, well, I must have the same skills as she does. So they gave me a violin,
right?
But then they're like, well, actually, this is a really nice and expensive antique one, so we're going to buy you a less expensive one, a cheaper one, and have me practice on that one. So I got one, and then I have hers as well. I can't play either one. I'm not good at either one. I don't know. I practice a lot too, and
I also have no idea how to read music. That's also something
I do know how
don't
to read music.
You do?
Well, I mean, that's part of learning violin. Like my dad being a church musician.
Let's start doing our notes in music. How do you do that in music notes instead? Like our sheet? You
can't read no music.
Oh.
Let's do the
Okay.
sheet in music
Just
notes.
straight in music notes,
Yeah.
and have you
We'll
sing
just
it
sing
every day?
Operatic.
Okay. we can do that.
FACE.
Opera.
They do the, sitcoms and stuff. We'll do the one musical version. We could do that.
A musical
The one
version?
musical show that we'll have for our season. One per season.
I
One
do
per
like that
season.
idea.
I don't know what season
Are
we're
we
in
still
right
on
now.
our
I don't know,
first
season
season?
23 or something like that by now.
Well, some seasons, have breaks in between, so technically you could go multiple years with one season
right?
if you
Yeah,
really
we're
wanted
season 1, episode 732.
to. Hey, earlier the conversation came up. I don't remember who. Just about healthcare in general, I think, or just looking out for yourself if you can't hear nothing.
I got nothing.
Okay. A hiker kept walking because he didn't want to pay for the helicopter.
The helicopter?
And so this is. Let me see if there's a community note. No, there's not. So here's an image of a gentleman. It's a little. I don't want to say it's graphic.
This is far less graphic than anything you've put on here.
Okay.
It is.
This is the least offensive picture you've ever put
It
on.
does show a wound, a legitimate
Yes.
puncture wound of an individual who was hiking.
Oh, I saw this story, but I didn't read it. I just saw the image and had to scroll past real quick because
So Dr. Eric Ding on X, health and economic warnings, health policy, epidemiology, finance data, faculty chair of public health at NECSI, former Harvard, John Hopkins, 766,000 followers. Not that that means anything. I'm just giving you his CV from what I can see publicly right here. And here's his post. Hiker walks 10 miles down Montana's tallest mountain after impaling himself on a pole, hoping to avoid a costly helicopter evacuation. On July 20th, 2026, David Cifaldi was ascending the 12,803-foot Granite Peak, which is Montana's highest mountain, with two friends. Around 11,800 feet into the climb, Cifaldi slipped on loose rocks. During the fall, he landed on one of his trekking poles, which pierced his torso, entering below his left armpit and exiting through his lower back.
Ouch.
Roughly 8 of the rod remained visible, protruding from his body. Nobody wants to forfeit their entire annual income for a rescue helicopter. Cost of healthcare is too high. And so this person avoiding potentially saving their life. I mean, he obviously believed he was going to be okay if he thought he could walk.
Mm-hmm.
But he had impaled himself and he thought that the healthcare would be too expensive. And so he walked down the highest mountain of Montana to the doctor's office.
Now, I have not done that before, but I have skipped the ambulance ride before.
Okay.
And chosen
because of
the cost. I was in a car accident, pretty bad, totaled my car, had glass all in me. The ambulance was there. EMTs were checking me out.
Names.
They said, "Do you want to get in the,
if I don't laugh, I cry.
You're
Bill.
going to
I'm
need to
sorry.
go to the hospital." I chose the police ride
Lord.
over the ambulance. I was
You guys,
brand new.
are you free? This is the free plus and free.
Right, free.
Do I get to lay in the back seat or do you guys cuff me?
I didn't have, that's the only time I've ever ridden in the backseat of a police car, but I can say I've done it too. So that just adds to the fun story. But yeah, I was fresh out of college, first job, making $0 a year. And I knew I couldn't afford, I didn't even have health care. I didn't have any insurance. I guess I was still at my parents at some point. But but yeah, I chose and so I remember my mom, I telling my mom, she was like, oh gosh, ambulance ride, how much is that going to cost? I was like, nah, I chose the police escort.
Oh, good. You want the free version.
Yeah, so they dropped me off. I asked
Even
them
I'm
to.
asking, you know what I mean? Gosh, that's how tough
She
it is.
knew it was going to come to her premium, you know?
And so that shows it's not a new thing
It is
either.
not a new thing. So that's the one time. Now, if I would have been really, really sick, or really injured, I would have said,
Sure,
okay,
glass
fine.
inside of your body isn't enough, right? Okay, there's a new standard.
Right. But, it's just like, yeah, like I could walk, I could, move. I wasn't incapacitated. So yeah, I chose that
And
ride.
this is an extreme example,
This
right?
is a
Don't get
much
me
more
wrong.
extreme. If
This
I
is
was
extreme.
impaled by something, I'm calling whoever, come get me. Yeah.
But I think we can all, maybe not all, there are some people who will go to the doctor religiously, and that's fine. But there's probably some type of thing, whether you're even thinking of your annual,
Yeah.
where you say to yourself, I'm going to choose not having to pay as compared to getting health care for my body.
Right.
Unfortunately,
Well,
we've
it's a
probably
problem
all
with a
been there.
lot of. I know it's a problem with a lot of women. We've talked about on the Late Normal Woman podcast about how women, especially mothers, will choose the health care for their kids or their spouse over themselves because they say they don't have the time, but also the cost of it. Like if I'm going to spend money, I want to make sure that everybody else is taken care of before I am. So yeah, it is expensive though. It's expensive. I mean, yeah, we all know how expensive it is. We all got kids. We all know how expensive it is just for an earache or
insurance.
Insurance, yes, just the monthly premiums for insurance is crazy high.
And so this is why one of the reasons, and you continue to hear it. I mean, healthcare's always been a conversation. Don't get me wrong, but next year, or the fall, or
election?
2028, excuse me, it's seeming like again this is going to be the center of the election in 2028. Will be healthcare. Immigration is being dealt with obviously right now in whatever way, and where that lands in 2028 also. But for actual taking care of your body, I think universally, and as the world gets older, as the biggest generation, the
boomers,
the
yeah,
boomers who
continue
are
to
about to
age, yeah.
retire, and who are going to-
Most of them are retired now. Like my dad's in the boomer generation. He's right in the middle, so he's not the youngest, but a lot of them that are in that boomer generation have retired. They're drawing on their
Or about to
Or
retire.
about to retire. They're going to start drawing on that Social Security. And so, yeah, it's going to be
Medicare.
a big, big impact on that. When you speaking of 2028, did you see Trump at the newsmakers? Not newsmakers. That's not what it's called.
I'd love to see him at the newsmaker.
I would love to see him. I would buy a ticket. I would buy a ticket.
Newsmaker's
It wasn't
breakfast.
Newsmakers Breakfast. It was at the. It's something that they do with like all the different news people though for like national news
Sure.
come and they do it every year.
It's
He
the
put
where they
on
make
a-
fun of each other.
Yes, he
Oh,
put on
yeah.
a 2028 hat.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
I don't know if it was a joke or if he's for real.
He's been pushing that one for a while.
Ooh, we'll find out. Yeah, No, that'll be a new thing. That'll be the topic if nothing else.
Let's go back to the AIs. This isn't just about Anthropic. Anthropic and OpenAI actually agree on something, which is interesting to me. That tells me that everyone should have their red flags up. I guess over 1,000 employees of what are called frontier AI companies. So your big players, right? Those
Okay.
big models, the LLMs, large language models,
So,
Claude,
Chat.
Chat, Grok, the big ones.
Meta's AI.
Meta's AI. Over 1,000 employees at those frontier companies, I guess, came together and wrote a statement.
Oh, this is bad.
And so I'm going to read just the overall that they agreed on.
They're going to start a union.
The website is pacingthefrontier.com. That is the name of the website they've created. And then also I'll go through kind of Anthropic and Chat's statement on it. AI could help create a dramatically better future, but that outcome is not guaranteed. The world's leading AI companies believe they could be close to automating AI research. It is hard to predict exactly how much this will accelerate AI progress, but there is a real risk that capability development rapidly accelerates beyond our ability to understand or control the resulting systems. To realize AI's potential, industry, government, and society at large may need the option to buy time to address emerging risks, develop security measures, and strengthen oversight. But each company and country is under intense competitive pressure not to unilaterally slow that acceleration. And today, the world lacks the technical and governance tools to deliberately pace frontier-wide progress. Building on work already underway to monitor frontier model releases, we request that the U.S. government
support an international effort to develop the technical and governance tools needed to deliberately pace the frontier of automated AI development. Signed 1,224 employees of Frontier AI companies. So go on and give up the control, baby!
Great radio doesn't end here. Catch the full episode and dive or into our archives on the WSIC News app.
WSIC 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, 1400 AM, Statesville, Lake Norman's home for local talk radio. WSIC, local, starts here.
Malicious sites in Iraq. There are COVID questions at the Senate.
You did not tell the American people the full story.
Republican Senator Rand Paul a short time ago accusing Dr. Anthony Fauci. He said one thing in public, the other in private, citing Fauci diary entries as the ex-Biden and Trump COVID advisor faces questions on the pandemic and public response at a Senate hearing.
Presidents, governors, mayors, school boards, corporations, and Congress all bear responsibility for the decisions they made. The COVID lockdown, however, could never have been inflicted without you aiding and abetting the crime. Children lost years of education.
Now, just a few minutes ago, Dr. Fauci responded in his opening statement saying he would not answer any questions.
Given Senator Paul's obvious obsession with calling for my prosecution, his repeated slanderous comments about me, and recently his publicly releasing my unredacted
Can you read?
personal
Check. Do you hear me?
Yeah. That's there. Oh, no. He's over air for sure.
Yeah, B. I am over air.
Just even come through the A10 though. It wasn't coming through the A10 yesterday.
Right, it wasn't, and then it was.
You can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
There are Trump legal updates this morning. First, a Supreme Court ruling that the president considered appealing.
The Trump administration had until Monday.
Can you hear me?
Struck down President Trump's order denying automatic citizenship to babies born in the U.S. whose parents are in the country illegally or temporarily. He posted on social media that he would be asking for a rehearing immediately. Last time a petition for a rehearing was granted was in 1965, with the court agreeing to clarify confusing instructions to lower courts in the case. The last petition resulting in an actual changed decision was in 1956, when the court reversed a ruling that U.S. citizens could be tried by military courts overseas during peacetime. 2 women had killed their military husbands. Chris Foster, Fox News.
The other Trump case is personal. The president wants the Supreme Court to order an author who sued him and won in New York to pay him back.
Check.
President Trump's
Check. Can you hear me? Check. Sounds like I'm coming through.
when he was president. They point to the 2024 Supreme Court ruling giving the president immunity for official acts. Trump was ordered to pay Carol $83.3 million for defaming her while he sexually assaulted her in the mid-90s in a Manhattan store dressing room. It comes a month after the Supreme Court rejected the president's request that it hear his appeal of the $5 million verdict a federal jury awarded Carol in a separate but related civil case in 2023. Carol finally received that money 2 weeks ago. In New York, Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
As oil prices surge up more than 6% with renewed U.S. and Iran attacks, Federal Reserve policymakers gather again this morning to assess the economy.
They may not all agree, and that's part of the intrigue. Widely expected that it's going to stay pat today. They're not going to raise or cut interest rates.
It's Fox Business Network Cheryl Casoni. On Wall Street, stock futures are falling. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Well, the rain and storms have moved out and made way for some drier weather as we go into the second half of the work week. Our sunshine is back. No rain worries for our Wednesday. It's still pretty hot. Temperatures right around 90, even some low 90s for some, and we'll hover in the upper 80s near 90, staying dry through Friday. Pop-up storm chances return as we get into the weekend. That's your forecast for the Surf, Pickleball, and Kitchen. WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Check.
Rev up your dreams with a bike from Tilly Harley-Davidson. Whether you're new to Harley or a seasoned pro, Tilly has the bike for you. Come experience the freedom of the ride. Feel the thrill of the road and the thunder that only a Harley can provide. Stop by Tilly Harley-Davidson of Statesville or go to tillyhd.com.
We're back, live, local, and mostly under control. Justin and Mamie on Good Morning LKN. We'll be right back on WSIC. Local starts here.
So the union's forming, it seems like. You've got your chance to be a part of it. All you got to do is ask the government to step in and take care of it for you. It's that easy. It's real nice. All you got to say is, you take the wheel, government. I'll let you have it. You can have it all. You can even set the pace. You can make all the decisions related to AI. And so whoever's in that chair, go for it. Because I have a feeling this is just a gut thing. I could be wrong. I've been wrong about a lot of things. Executive branch seems like a great spot to put it under, because if it's being used in the military and it's being used across the entire world for a lot of things, and the executive orders related to AI came from the president's office. And so naturally speaking, who but the solo individual person? Because I think we can all agree Congress won't make a decision. I think we know that.
But how long? I mean, is there a AI person in charge in the government?
I think there's an AI czar.
I was going to say a czar. That's what I thought.
Some kind of AI czar, yeah.
Who is that?
David Sachs sounds like a name I know, but I don't know whether or not he is actually the AI czar or not. But he said that name comes to top of mind here for me right now.
David Sachs, you got it.
Okay.
Yep.
So.
Venture capitalist. Yep.
Oh.
He's AI.
Some money and AI. We like
He's
that.
the AI and crypto czar.
Oh, wow.
Double
crypto
job.
too.
Yeah, he does both. Yep.
Oh. So maybe, he knows some of these people. And their name, when I say the people, like if you go to that website, pacingthefrontier.com, and you read that statement of 1,224 employees, I mean, they name themselves. The employees name themselves in here as well. And you've got, at the top, John Schulman, chief scientist at Thinking Machines. You've got the chief scientist of OpenAI, co-founder and chief science officer of Anthropic, chief scientist of Meta AI, chief research officer of OpenAI, chief strategy officer of Google DeepMind, CEO of Anthropic, co-founder and head of public benefit at Anthropic, VP of AI safety and alignment at Google, head of AI resilience at the OpenAI Foundation, VP of AI research at Meta, and the list goes on and on and on. And so what you're seeing here is a consolidated effort of private companies about to hand over the keys, in essence, to the government and say, hey, rather than us fight each other, compete, and steal all of our stuff back and forth, which is what they're doing, right? At the end of the day, they're just using each other to build each other up. They say, hey, just let the government take over then. Why not?
Yeah.
And so that
Why
sounds
not?
like a wonderful,
Sure.
that's worked many, many times in the past, has done really, really well by all standards, both public and private. And so why would this one be any different? It's certainly something that probably a lot of people can get involved with.
Are there? I know you're more fan of states' rights over the government telling
Absolutely.
you what to do. Are there things that you think the government should be in charge of though?
Staying out of the way.
Just staying out of the way. You think everything should be states? We don't have to go too deep down this rabbit hole unless you want
let
to.
me say this. Anything that is not expressly written in the Constitution should be a state's right.
Okay.
That's the way I look at it. Because how else can you, the way the system is designed, the closest to the people are the states. And even beyond that, because then you get into, okay, well, North Carolina is a Dillon rule state, we'll say, for example, right? And
What does that mean?
So that basically means if the state doesn't give a local municipality, let's look at it from like a zoning and rights perspective of real estate, if we'll take a common term maybe you might have heard of in the development world, impact fees. So a developer building a project, inevitably there will be impacts to transportation, to infrastructure. And so can a local municipality assess a fee that they call an impact fee to a developer on a case-by-case, project-by-project basis? No, they can't because the legislator in North Carolina hasn't authorized it. And so every state is different as well. And so you get into that concept to where the people, the closest way they can make a decision and truly reflect what the people want, but where you physically live and where you're interacting at day-to-day is where you're going to find out what people really care about, right? And so the smaller, more localized government is really where that happens. And that's part of just practically speaking, we as people. But Anthropic and OpenAI, both in favor of this. I'm going to read both of their statements. Anthropic's post, very simple. We support this petition, signed by our CEO, several co-founders, and senior staff. Our own research on recursive self-improvement, published last month, points to the need for tools to deliberately pace the frontier of AI development so society can prepare. We're glad to see broad agreement across the field. And then here's OpenAI. At the core of our mission is working through how to ensure increasingly powerful AI benefits everyone. We believe that at some point in the future, AI acceleration for frontier model development may be so high that the world will need to pace the rate of AI advancement. We hope to contribute to work led by the U.S. government, alongside other labs and the open source community, to develop the tools and mechanisms that could make that possible. Now, that seems conflicting to me when you say you're wanting open source models in addition to heavy regulation of pacing. That kind of goes, I think that literally contradicts each other. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe there's a technical way for you to be able to have both. You can have open source, but your source can only be so much, maybe. Still seems like a limitation.
Partially open?
Yeah.
Cracked?
Yeah, cracked. Like when you pop a can,
Yeah.
and sometimes it's just like the left side of the tab kind of goes down, but the right side stays.
Yeah. Leave the door cracked, Just a little space.
See, and I'm telling the kids to close the door because we're not cooling the outside. That's not what we're doing in this house. It costs money to run that HVAC machine, so I'm going to need you to make sure the door is shut. Also, we can't have the cat getting out. She's an indoor cat.
Yeah.
So we don't want her outside. There's no doubt about that. So
But
plenty
maybe for AI, we just leave it a little ajar. Just a little space.
Well, eventually all of our doors will be hooked up to it anyway, so... 844-STUDIO-4, 844-788-3464. That's the number you call if you're buying, selling, or celebrating. You don't have to yell so loud, Bill. Good morning. Thanks for calling the show.
Hi, can you hear me okay?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for calling.
Okay, good. I have an electrical hospital bed that I want to give away.
An electrical hospital bed, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
It includes the mattress, half rails, and a handset to adjust it up and down or whichever way you want to go. And it's like brand new.
All right. And what's a good number for you?
704-380-2779.
Now, is the bed for sale? I'm hopeful that because Jesus works all miracles and everyone's healed and happy and healthy. Am I okay in asking that? I apologize if I'm going too far.
Yes, everybody's happy.
Good. So
That's
thankful.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
704-380-2774.
9.
2779. My apologies. 704-380-2779.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for calling.
Like I said, it's already assembled, and if they're going to get it, it's going to take at least 2 people to carry it out.
Okay.
Because it's heavy.
Bring a friend and a big truck.
Okay.
And you're giving it away.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
thank you so
thank you
much.
for doing
We appreciate
that.
you.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right, take care. 704-380-2779. That's the number you call. Electrical hospital bed. Giving it away. Mattress, headboard, side rails, the whole 9 if you need it. 704-380-2779.
From town halls to yard sales, we've got Lake Norman covered. We'll be right back with Justin and Mamie on Good Morning LKN. WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, the rain and storms have moved out and made way for some drier weather as we go into the second half of the work week. Our sunshine is back. No rain worries for our Wednesday. It's still pretty hot. Temperatures right around 90, even some low 90s for some, and we'll hover in the upper 80s near 90, staying dry through Friday. Pop-up storm chances return as we get into the weekend. That's your forecast for the surf, pickleball, and kitchen. And WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
The WSIC app is available now wherever you get your apps, featuring local deals from great local businesses like ICATS Public Transit.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Good news for our community starts with an opportunity to help save lives. The Lake Norman Chamber and One Blood Blood Drive is happening Wednesday, July 22nd from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce in Cornelius. Just one blood donation can help save up to 3 lives. Whether you're a regular donor or giving for the first time, your donation can make a real difference. Learn more and schedule your appointment at Live Work Play LKN.
Check. Check.
Panthers Fan Fest returns to Bank of America Stadium on Friday, July 31st. Gates open at 5 p.m., followed by entertainment, player warm-ups, an open team practice, autograph opportunities, and a fireworks and laser show to cap off the evening. Tickets are just $5 with proceeds benefiting Carolina Panthers charities. Get all the details at liveworkplaylkn.com. Then mark your calendar for a night of laughs that supports a great cause. Farrah's Parenting presents Stand Up for Good on Saturday, August 29th at the Kane Center for the Arts in Cornelius. Charlotte media personality Ramona Holloway hosts the evening, with comedian EJ Masacampo opening and America's Got Talent comedian Eric O'Shea headlining. Proceeds benefit Farrah's Parenting's child abuse prevention and family support programs serving North Mecklenburg and surrounding communities. Tickets are on sale now, including VIP experiences. Find ticket information.
Check.
To discover more local happenings, visit liveworkplaylkn.com. It's your hometown source for community events, local news, and
Check.
play lkn.com.
The button pushing stops here.
WSIC. Local starts here. We're back. Local news, local voices, and your calls. Justin and Mamie on Good Morning LKN. WSIC. Local.
Check.
Had the pleasure of sitting down with John Galena of Purple Heart Homes yesterday. He shared with us about a wonderful event that's coming up. You know, they've built homes. If you don't know about Purple Heart Homes, they help veterans with the reintegration to society, right? And that's just a fancy way to say they welcome them home in a wonderful way. And beyond just welcoming them home, continuously are trying to find ways to have relationships with veterans all across this country, because it's not just one need and it's not just for one day. arguably it's the rest of their lives, right? Because if you've seen things or when you experience certain things or, just in general, the way that maybe sometimes people react to hearing, oh, you serve in the military. Believe it or not, this is part of what makes our country great, and it's kind of a double-edged sword, unfortunately. You can disagree with utilizing military force in the world. We have that privilege here in America that a lot of countries don't have. And so that makes it tough for some veterans, right? And so the opportunity here to showcase the wonderful work that Purple Heart Homes does each and every day for the veterans of this country, the National Mall Home Build, it's happening September 27th through October 5th in Washington, D.C.
They're going to build
at the National Mall.
And they're going to build an entire house in that time.
They are going
from the ground up.
7 days, a fully accessible modular home will be assembled from the ground up right there at the National Mall. No doubt this is going to be a wonderful sight to see.
It's going to be an amazing thing to see. And if you can't travel to Washington, D.C. to see it, you can follow along on Purple Heart Homes, Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and milestone moments. So it's able to see, like, we can follow them along from here. I don't think I can take off to go up there that week, but maybe you'll find
the
us.
live show.
I was gonna say,
yeah, there you go.
Good Morning Washington.
I like that idea right there. Actually, that might
call Trump. Tell him we can be the new ASRs.
Well, if DeChambeau can call President Trump to rule on a 2-stroke penalty, surely we can about getting a hardline internet signal, which we don't even need. We can just Starlink it.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I think
from
we're
the National
solid
Mall,
now at this point.
plenty of sky there.
Oh yeah, totally.
We're good to go.
Beautiful sky. Maybe we'll make that happen. That sounds
see one
like
of us swimming in the new National Mall pool, in
That's
that
right.
new reflecting pool.
That's exactly right. 844-STUDIO-4, 844-788-3464. That's the number you call if you're buying, selling, or celebrating birthdays and anniversaries. Good morning. Thanks for calling the show.
Yes, thanks for taking my call. I've got a large lake tube like you use out on the lake behind the boat or a pontoon or jet ski and then pull. It's a style that you can set up on. You don't have to lay down. It'll hold 3 or 4 people, depending on the size. And I've got quite a few pieces of musical equipment, mic stands, my PA boards, monitors, stuff like that. They got a lot of wire for your mics and speaker hookups and all, too, if anybody's looking. We've got quite a few pieces of NASCAR items. Different items. Anybody interested, you can give me a call. Got a 6x10 enclosed trailer, and got a heavy-duty hand truck. It's more or less, you can use either one, but it's good for appliances and stuff like that. It is the long one, 2-wheel. Phone number 3. Oh, I do have a sofa, three cushion sofa, zip cushions. It also has a queen-size pull-out mattress in it for nighttime. Phone number 336-309-0528.
336-309-0528.
That's right. Thanks very much. Be safe when you get out.
Thank you so much, you too, sir. We appreciate you calling.
Thank you.
Coming up on the end of summer, that large lake tube.
Nice.
I mean, 3 to 4
Summer's
people.
not over yet either.
No.
I know it's almost August.
You
People
can stay
are
on the
thinking
lake till
back to school.
October, November.
Easily
Some of us are in the
October.
lake in November.
Some of us are.
Large lake
yeah.
tube, 3 or 4 people on that one. Has some musical equipment too and PA stuff. Mic stands, PA boards, monitors, if that's what you're into or that's what you're looking for.
Well, after having Masterworks School of the Arts, I think we could start a band.
That's it. NASCAR memorabilia as well. Who you got in the race? Who you got coming up? You know, WSIC carries NASCAR Cup Series. And so if you're wanting to stay connected as you're out and about or just enjoy listening to the theater of the mind style of the race, the PRN and MRN put on a great broadcast each and every week for the races. NASCAR memorabilia available, 6x10 enclosed trailer as well. Something that when you need one,
yeah,
you need one.
You do need one.
And he's got one for you. Also has a heavy-duty hand truck. Probably could go nicely with that enclosed trailer. Has a sofa with 3 cushion style. So it's a bigger one. It's not just the love seat. It's for 3 folks. Or maybe, depending. Zip cushions. Queen size pull out as well. Great space to stick the in-laws when they come over. 336.
Great space to stick yourself when the in-laws come over.
336.
The in-laws your bed.
Oh, wow.
You sleep on the couch.
I was raised in a barn. 336-309-0528. 336-309-0528 is the number there. I'm glad to hear this. Ice cream prices are down.
They are down. They are down. Oh, I think we talked about this already, though. I couldn't remember if we did or not.
I don't think this is true, though, because I've been eating ice cream this whole time.
Okay, well, and then I saw this, and this is timely because I was talking about it last night. I went to the store and had a weak moment, and I bought ice cream at the store. Now, what I usually do is when I have a hankering for ice cream, I'll go buy one of the delicious ice cream spots around here.
Sure.
A Handles, Seemingly Overzealous, Carolina Cones.
Somewhere where you can control a portion of it.
I'll get one scoop of ice cream, one scoop in a cup, you know?
Self-awareness.
It's delicious. It's probably got more fat in it or, more calories than normal. But I know I'm eating one portion. Well, at the store this week.
Uh-oh, man.
I know. I bought
sorry.
Not just the individual, the half gallon. I was like, well, price-wise, I was budget conscious this week at the store is what my problem was. And I was thinking dollars instead of thinking logically.
Wow, if I get this one, I'm gonna eat it.
This is $5 for a half gallon. I pay $8 for my one scoop. This makes more sense. Now I'm mad at myself because every night I'm eating a scoop of ice cream. So it was about $4 for, and then I got even more upset with myself because I bought the Breyers, which I shouldn't have, because then I get home and it says frozen dairy dessert. I was like, dang it, I didn't even buy ice cream. I bought a daggum frozen dairy dessert.
Frozen cow pee.
And it's not even ice cream. And now I'm mad at myself. So anyway, but I'll still eat it. I mean, I'll eat the whole thing because, you can't waste money.
No, that is sinful. No, we will not do that.
But now I have to drive by and just a single tear rolls down my face as I drive by where there is actually ice cream.
Okay, so the price of a half gallon is down?
It's because the butter. And so this is where I think we did talk about this. I think we talked about the butter and how, it's the butter prices that have gone down.
See, but you said, and this is true, $8 for a scoop of ice cream or a milkshake or something like that. I mean, that's crazy if you've had ice cream for any number of decades.
Yeah.
That just sounds like a crazy number for a scoop of ice cream.
It's good, though.
I'm not saying it's not good.
It's a one-off.
But I don't believe that prices are down.
I think this is just half gallon. So it was $6.26 last year. Now it goes for just under $6.
Okay, 26 cents, all right?
26 cents. So it adds up.
You do that on a per gram or per scoop basis?
Yeah.
You are riding high right now.
But yeah, it's not because of cream or sugar or anything else. It's because butter costs have gone down. So a lot of people use heavy cream and butter in ice cream, and so that's why it's gone down. So yeah, grocery costs though.
I'll get prices back up.
Don't worry though. We're keeping it all even because grocery prices are up 29% overall.
So you have to buy the ice cream to balance the equation out. That's what just to feel better about yourself.
I think it's what we're telling people. Just ice cream. I also saw, I didn't put it on here, but Diet Coke is having a moment. Their profits are up like 7%.
Let's go.
Yeah. I also think I had contributed to that one too.
No doubt. Doctors are now prescribing it.
Yeah, right.
So of course
it's good for you. It's a health drink.
Absolutely. Yeah. Speaking of, if you go to the doctor, you might see something unique. Wireless prosthetic hands. And look, we follow robotics behind the scenes, right? We look at that kind of stuff. We talk about it all the time. Mames is going to love the day when a robot shows up here.
Oh, gosh.
The idea, though, of having it available, well, a Chinese tech firm is debuting wireless prosthetic hands that even if you detach it, it will still continue to do its thing. And so here is...
大脑会发出，比如说食指动的信号，它会这样过来。这里呢会有传感器，然后呢去捕捉。
It's basically that he can wave or do certain movements with his body that then trigger the hand to do what it is that he's signaling it for to do. Yep. Whether that be shaking someone's hand, whether that's the rock and roll sign, or any other type of motions, which obviously can be trained and programmed to do. But for those that have prosthetic arms or prosthetic legs, again, a space where robotics will inevitably enter because for the good, to help those in need, this is one area where I definitely could see robotics taking off. Now, the dollars it takes to do this, who's going to have access to this in the beginning is certainly a question. But the hope is that it can be done to such a scale that anybody can gain access to it.
Yep. So this hand works by detecting electrical signals generated by the wearer's muscles and nerves. AI interprets those signals in real time, wirelessly sends movement commands to the prosthetic, enable finger movements with high precision, Brain Co., who made it, says the hand also features 21 degrees of freedom, full palm tactile sensing, and lifelike silicone exterior. So, hand. Go get me something. Go get me a drink. Get me a scoop of ice cream. It's hard to scoop that ice cream, when it gets real frozen. Hand.
You'll just start seeing it crawl down the street?
Yeah.
Or actually, I'll give it the keys to the e-bike. All it's got to do is throttle.
Hand. Go to the store.
If you've never ridden a bike with like a motorcycle or even a bicycle, after a certain point, it's just momentum.
Yeah.
It just kind of stays balanced. And by that point, they'll have self-balancing bikes. Just send it on to handles. If you come back with less than 2 scoops, though,
I don't even need a whole robot. I just need hand.
That's it. You're sleeping outside tonight.
Justin and Mamie, breaking down local headlines and your neighbor's garage sale. We'll be right back on WSIC. Local starts here.
Well, the rain and storms have moved out and made way for some drier weather as we go into the second half of the work week. Our sunshine is back. No rain worries for our Wednesday. It's still pretty hot. Temperatures right around 90, even some low 90s for some, and we'll hover in the upper 80s near 90, staying dry through Friday. Pop-up storm chances return as we get into the weekend. That's your forecast for the Surf, Pickleball, and Kitchen. I'm WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Reimagining care, restoring trust. Discover One Health, where our mission is creating the healthcare we all deserve. One Health provides comprehensive primary care and OBGYN services across the Lake Norman area. Visit our website at onehealthmpc.com to read our story and find a provider.
Jack Frost loves catching unprepared homes. A furnace that sputters, a heat pump that strains, it's his playground. Beat him to it with a fall maintenance check from Horn Heating and Air Conditioning. Fall into the season of Visit hornhvac.com, where your comfort is our business.
When cancer changes everything, hope still matters. Cancer thriver Charlisa Harriet, also known as Coach C, the crushing chemo chick, creates faith-filled resources that comfort and uplift, including books, journals, planners, and greeting cards. Find encouragement created from lived experience at crushingchemochick.com and be sure to catch her show, The Healed Exchange with Coach C, Wednesdays from 11 to noon, right here on WSIC.
Don't miss a thing. Download the WSIC News app today. WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Microsoft and Meta are about to test investors' patience for big tech spending on artificial intelligence and dwindling cash positions. Both companies report earnings after the bell. Stock futures are all down ahead of that news. Meantime, the Federal Reserve is seen as more likely to leave interest rates steady, even as a growing number of its policymakers fret openly about inflation. But today's outcome is unusually uncertain because of the no-guidance regime adopted by U.S. Central Bank Chief Kevin Warsh. Markets see a 1 in 3 chance that Warsh delivers his first rate hike. BMW is offering severance packages to employees to cut 8,000 jobs. The buyouts are not here, they're across Germany as sales plunge in China. BMW and its German peers are slashing expenses in response to challenges including slumping sales in China, U.S. tariffs, and high production costs in Europe. Volkswagen is pushing to cut tens of thousands of workers and reduce capacity. Matt Piper, Bloomberg Radio.
The button pushing stops here.
WSIC. Local starts here. We're back. Buy it, sell it, regret it later. Justin and Mamie on Good Morning LKN. 105.9 FM, 100.7 FM, 1400 AM.
Studio 4, 844-788-3464.
Do we still have a wheel? I don't see it in
That's
here.
the number you call if you're buying. It's hidden back in the other.
It's somewhere.
Quick! 844
I'll
Studio
find
4.
it. I'll find it in the break.
788-3464. That's the number you call if you're buying, selling, or celebrating. Good morning. Thanks for calling the show.
Hey, time for the happiness calendar.
Oh, boy, Hope.
Here we go. Let me know if you want it a second time. This is a little longer, but it's...
I always like a double portion, Hope. Give it to me.
Go ahead, Hope.
Okay, we'll do it twice. Okay, searching for happiness is a hoax. You only search for that which you fear you do not have, or for that which you are not yet willing to accept you have already. Once again, searching for happiness is a hoax. You only search for that which you fear you do not have, or for that which you are not yet willing to accept you have already. Yeah.
Thanks for that, Hope. How's your day going so far?
Yeah. It's going okay. I'm not sweating yet. Good
nice.
Deal. Yeah.
That makes one of us.
No.
You know, Hope, you were talking about some of the other books that you read, and I had one to suggest to you if you don't already have it. It's called My Utmost for His Highest, I think is what it's called.
Hang on, I got my pen. My Utmost
for His Highest. It's like a daily devotional.
Oh, cool, yeah.
It's Oswald Chambers, so it was written like 100 years ago, but it's still 1924. So yeah, 100 years ago, and it's a daily devotional, kind of like the other one that you have, Jesus Calling. But it's amazing how like stuff from 1924 is still very relevant to today. So it's a really, really good one too.
Tell me really quick. My Utmost Highest is
it's actually UTMOST.
Yeah, Utmost. Yeah, so I was thinking
for His Highest.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, for His Highest. That's what I was missing.
And it's written by Oswald Chambers. So if you're looking for another little daily read, that's always a good one.
Yeah, they really help. It's true what they talk about with this possible loneliness epidemic, but it's not. When people learn to be between, there's another book called Alone or Lonely. You know what I mean? I never got to read that one. I just saw the title, and I thought, yeah, because there's nothing wrong with knowing you're in aloneness. But if you lose track and then you end up feeling lonely all the time, that's when we're searching for happiness and forgetting that it's here the whole time. And well, heck, you just got to find something funny to do at your house by yourself sometimes, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Hope, we really appreciate you calling this morning.
Yeah, and simply enough, when all else fails, read a devotional. That's for sure, if not the Bible.
Love that. Appreciate you, Hope.
Thanks,
Thanks
Hope.
for calling. Hope you have a great day.
I hope you do too, and then, just enjoy the little breath, because just when we think it's over, it'll start over again.
There you go.
That's right. That's right. Good to talk to you, Hope.
Thanks
Have a
for
good
you.
day.
Bye-bye.
All right, 844 Studio 4, 844-788-3464. That's the number you call if you're buying, selling, or celebrating. Always appreciate the Hope calendar there that we get.
The happiness calendar from Hope.
The
Hope's happiness calendar.
That's
we love
right.
it.
We really do appreciate that. Hey, if you are or someone you know is in need of a hospital bed, and it's one of the electrical ones where like it actually has like gizmos and gadgets kind of stuff on it, someone giving one away for free. It will take 2 people to carry it and get it out. So if this is something that you are like, oh my goodness, this would just be amazing for our family right now in this season we're in, you've got an opportunity for one here. So 704-380-2779. And again, that's 704-380-2779. It's got the arms, it's got like the arm side, it's got the bag, it's got the mattress. Again, it's all, and giving it away, you just have to pick it up. Give them a call, 704-380-2779. Also, there is a large lake tube available for you to purchase if you want. He's also got some musical equipment, mic stands, PA boards, monitors, NASCAR memorabilia, 6x10 enclosed trailer, heavy-duty hand truck, sofa, 3-cushion sofa. It's got the zip style, too, so you can keep it nice and clean. Queen-size pull-out, 336-309-0528 is the number you can call there, and you can get that rolling. I did see this as well, and I think it is an important travel notice, and so we can call this an official PSA for WSIC. Live lobsters are indeed allowed through TSA checkpoints.
Yes.
I saw this did take off on the internet, and people really wanted clarity. Someone was asking, and I think someone offered it up. You can indeed bring live lobsters through TSA.
And actually, TSA posted about it, too, on their official X account. If you're wondering, is this weird to pack? Just remember that enough people travel with live lobsters that it had to be added to our website. So you can bring a live lobster through a TSA checkpoint. According to the official TSA guideline, a live lobster must be packed in a clear plastic spill-proof container and will be visually inspected by an officer. The items are permitted in check bags. For carry-on passengers, they must get approval from the airline. So if you're wanting to take it on the plane with you, your emotional support lobster, get approval from the airline. The longstanding rules listed in the TSA website since 2017.
Longstanding.
Brought new attention. The official account posted a lighthearted reminder on July 27th, noting that enough people travel with live lobsters for the item to appear on their "What Can I Bring" list. You can't bring it says, but you can't bring McDonald's.
No, you definitely can.
You can't bring it from outside, though.
Oh, yeah.
You can?
I do it every time I go to the airport. I bring food from the outside.
Like from the outside?
You can't bring liquid. You can bring food.
So you go to the McDonald's before you get on the plane.
100% every time.
And then you walk through security with
100% every time. And when I go to New York, I bring a pie back every single time.
What do? You just carry it on the plane with you?
You are allowed to carry food through TSA, but you can't bring liquids.
Are you bringing the whole pizza?
Oh, yeah.
I've seen people go through the security checkpoint with nothing but cakes before.
See?
Because she said that her mom likes them so much, and they
now,
don't
granted,
make
it is substitute fat and substitute sugar, but it is food.
Yeah. Because she said my mom likes them so much, and they don't have them where we are.
I do it intentionally because I don't want to pay $26 for a cheeseburger that I know I'm going to want.
Are you eating the entire pizza on the plane?
Well, last time we did it, I did it where it was like not all the way baked. They have this like secret way of doing it that you can ask. They say, "Hey, I'm flying." Like New York pizza places know this.
They know this. So this is a.
You can't go to Marco's and ask. They'll look at you like you're funny because they won't say, "Hey, I'm flying with Marco's Pizza today."
Okay.
But you go to New York to a real pizza plot. And you say, "Hey, I'm going to be bringing this back." They say, "Cool. Do you want me to pre-prep it a little bit for you?" I say, "Sure." So it's kind of like they prep it and then they do like a little half bake on it, kind of a thing. So it like stays together and isn't like spoiled.
Does it need to be refrigerated though?
I mean, this was last time. It was probably 8:30 in the morning. I got a whole pie, went straight to the airport, so it really wasn't. That's plenty of time. I mean, that's a flight from
an hour and 45 minutes.
That's
flight.
It's
not bad.
Is there a rule of thumb on that?
I don't know, but I guess this is the thing that people do.
Because I also will eat deli sandwiches that are left in the car for the day.
Oh,
so
no,
for
I don't
me,
do that either.
I've built a really strong tolerance in my gut.
My stomach is quite sensitive.
Layered with Diet Coke.
Okay, so good to know. Well, live lobsters and whole pizzas.
Now, live lobsters, though, aren't, in my mind, food yet.
No, it's just an animal.
You don't eat live, like nobody eats live lobsters.
No, and now you can't boil it alive anymore because now they're sentient.
Well, in certain countries.
In the UK.
Yeah, let's be clear about that. Some of us still have
If you're bringing your lobster from the UK on the plane, do they ask you, how are you going to prepare this lobster when it gets home?
Yeah, if you're flying to the UK, I would expect that this is TSA here in America. I don't think that necessarily
this is not international.
means international.
No. You can't bring a flower from another country into the United States.
They don't like that.
No, you can't bring a housefly.
One of the most eye-opening shows I've ever watched about this kind of concept is Australian Border Patrol.
I love those shows.
If you haven't had a chance to watch Australia Border Patrol, it is something the sight to behold, seeing the way that certain people across this world live. And they live differently.
Yeah.
Some people live differently. And hey, maybe even your neighbor down the street lives a little differently than you. That's okay. You can also...
I've watched one. I've seen some of those shows too. Some people are wild. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
844-STUDIO-4, 844-788-3464. You can also sell your lobsters here. 844-STUDIO-4. Good morning. Thanks for calling the show.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. We appreciate you calling.
Thank you. I was looking for some nice Chevy seats in great condition for a 1994 Chevy Silverado split. I think people know what that is. The big seat.
Mm-hmm.
Split, the little seat and the big seat for a 1994 Chevy Silverado. Can you text me at 828-568-5352 or call
828-568-5352?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Any particular material or color or anything you're looking for?
A gray. Gray.
All right. Thank you for calling.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. 828-568-5352.
What's happening this weekend? Probably something we're about to talk about. We'll be right back. Good morning, LKN 105.9, 100.7, 1400 AM.
Well, the rain and storms have moved out and made way for some drier weather as we go into the second half of the work week. Our sunshine is back. No rain worries for our Wednesday. It's still pretty hot. Temperatures right around 90, even some low 90s for some, and we'll hover in the upper 80s near 90, staying dry through Friday. Pop-up storm chances return as we get into the weekend. That's your forecast for the surf, pickleball, and kitchen. And WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers.
Summer is rolling right along, and there's plenty happening around Lake Norman. Here is your WSIC community calendar. Every Thursday from 6 until 9 p.m., head to the Surf, Pickleball, and Kitchen in Cornelius for Live Music Thursdays. Enjoy dinner, drinks, pickleball, and live performances from talented local artists. It's the perfect way to spend a summer evening. Looking ahead to Friday, July 31st, football is back. The Carolina Panthers Fan Fest kicks off at 5 p.m. at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Watch the Panthers during an open practice, enjoy entertainment, autograph opportunities, and cap off the night with a fireworks show. Tickets are just $5 with proceeds benefiting Carolina Panthers charities. On Tuesday, August 4th, Ladies Who Lunch returns to the Surf in Cornelius from 12 until 1:30 p.m. This month's featured speaker is entrepreneur and Silk Head and Foot Spa founder Stephanie Korzinski, sharing her journey of building a business, finding balance, and redefining success. Learn more through the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce. Music lovers can also mark their calendars for the Rock the Park Summer Concert Series at Liberty Park in downtown Mooresville. The next free concert is Thursday, August 7th at 6:30 p.m. featuring Yacht Rock Radio, bringing all your favorite smooth summer classics. Find the full concert lineup at mooresvilleevents.com. Then, on Saturday, August 29th, enjoy an evening of laughs for a great cause at Stand Up for Good at the Kane Center for the Arts in Cornelius. From 8 until 10 p.m., enjoy comedy from Eric O'Shea, E.J. Masacampo, and host Ramona Holloway, with proceeds benefiting Pharaoh's Parenting and its child abuse prevention and family support programs. Tickets are available at pharaohsparenting.org. To discover more local happenings, visit liveworkplaylkn.com. It's your hometown source for community events, local news, and everything Lake Norman. That's liveworkplaylkn.com.
Need a ride? ICATS has you covered. Tuesdays to the VA in Salisbury, Thursday to Winston-Salem, and Fridays to Hickory. Plus, run errands every day around Iredell County for just $1. Visit rideicats.com.
We're back, live, local, and mostly under control. Justin and Mamie on Good Morning LKN. We'll be right back on WSIC. Local starts here.
Studio 4, 844-788-3477. 888-646-8464. The time has come, Mames. This is where I get that slow southern drawl going on. As if there's some type of molasses
I got a birthday.
inside of my... Oh, really?
You got a birthday?
I got a birthday for us. Yes, happy birthday to Miss Patricia Summers.
Oh.
Yes.
It's Miss Patricia's birthday.
Different Patricia.
Oh, different Miss
Different
Patricia.
Patricia. Yes.
There is more than one.
Yes,
Okay.
there are. They're both awesome.
Well, when he starts with Miss Patricia, I
Yes,
thought maybe
I'm
this
sorry.
was our Miss Patricia.
That's just him being a
Correct.
nice southern gentleman.
Gotcha,
that he
gotcha.
is.
Patricia Summers, happy birthday to you. She's called in a few birthdays this past week, so she's been sharing the love. So now it is only fitting that we give her the love back, not just today, but every day, Miss Patricia Summers. I appreciate you calling in, and happy birthday to you.
Patricia Summers, happy birthday. Your name is on the list, which means it's on the wheel. You've got your chance at winning a prize pack. We still doing Double Down Wheels on Fridays?
We still do a double down win on
Double
Friday.
down wheel
yeah,
on
yeah.
Friday.
Harbor Hippo season is over, so that's not part of it now. But we still have the double down wheel on Friday, so you can win tickets to the Shaggy Cow Lounge and a 20% off stay at the Meadowbrook Inn. Also have to mention, you know what I haven't mentioned today?
What?
Today's Wednesday, and this segment of Good Morning LKN is brought to you by Customer Driven Staffing, 909 Carolina Avenue North in Statesville. Maybe today is the day you finally stop saying, I need a new job, and actually get one. Customer Driven Staffing has multiple positions and shifts available, 704-761-8388, and start your next career move today.
Yes, you can. And also, you can send in your items. You don't have to call in if you don't want to. You can send them in. community@WSICnews.com. Also, if you've been around a while and you just like typing in home ad at WSICnews.com, it's still there and you can still use it. Community
I
at
check it.
community@WSICnews.com is the email again. Do we got any bag of mail?
Oh, it's full. The
Okay,
bag is
let's
full.
go.
All right, here's one I haven't ever heard before. Good morning. Looking for a couple of black ducks, male and female. Call or text Steve, 704-818-6591. That's 704-818-6591. Looking for a couple of black ducks. You know, Katie wants a duck for a pet. She's trying to talk me into it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How sweet.
Yeah, I said no.
I
She
thought
said
about getting those at the
Tractor Supply.
Yeah.
She said they sell them there.
Yeah, they are very cute.
Mm-hmm.
They did have some black ducks, baby ducks there. I don't know if they're gonna grow up to be black ducks, but they were awesome looking.
That's the place you can get them. Yeah, Katie has her first apartment this year, so I was like, you know what? There's a security deposit, and I don't want to lose it over a duck.
Excuse me, what's y'all's policies on duck feces?
Yeah.
Just need to know.
Inside the
Asking
apartment.
for-
They will likely
asking for
do
a
that.
friend.
Yeah. Okay, I got more for you though. Here you go. KitchenAid 3-rack stainless steel, 24-inch. One 18-inch sharp stainless steel. It's got 3 racks of those.
Let's go.
24-inch GE profile stainless steel.
Mm.
3 racks of those.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the
New?
profile one, that's a model right there.
New, never installed or used. So if you're looking for some new racks, stainless steel racks to go into your kitchen, or the subject was dishwashers, so I guess these work for dishwashers. I guess that's what you would use it for. The racks.
I throw some stuff in my dishwasher. At some point, them racks are gonna need to
So
be
these are for your dishwashers. All right, I'm going to do this again because I'm sorry, I didn't read the subject line. Subject line was dishwasher. So these are for dishwashers.
Gotta
So
read the subject line.
KitchenAid 3-rack stainless steel, 24 inches, 18-inch sharp stainless steel 3-rack, 24-inch G profile stainless steel 3-rack. So if you have one of those dishwashers and you need some racks for those, give them a call. New, never installed or used. Call Wade, 704-500-7022. That's 704-500-7022. I got another one for you. We've got for sale kitchen tables and china cabinets, TV and entertainment centers. 704-437-1032 for more information. Yes, so kitchen table, china cabinet. It says TV entertainment center. So I'm guessing that's the entertainment center for the TV.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you need any of those things, call Frank, 704-437-1032.
All right, you got your opportunity there. It sounds like some home decor, some organization, some keeping the house cleanly, all that kind of things.
Yeah.
The stuff that I'm not saying I don't mind helping with in the house. I just inevitably get reassigned from those tasks for some reason, and I haven't figured out why. So maybe it's time to call in the substitute. Maybe rather than put me on the bench and let's bring somebody else who is just completely all about cleaning, and this is what a new cleaning service that's launched in San Francisco is doing. They're sending in towels, humanoid cleaning service at $30 per hour. Access is initially invite only, of course. If you don't have an invite, just join the wait list at towel-robotics.com. And they've put out this video here of seemingly a minivan showing up in someone's driveway and a robot getting out. And so this is the robot that has been programmed that's going to come in and supposedly clean your house. If you scroll down, Bill, if you can, in the link, and you can see the comments, to the comments to the post, you can see the additional videos they've posted here of actual activities inside of the house that it's doing. Vacuuming, cleaning dishes.
This robot is washing his own hands.
Washing its own hands for some strange reason. Also, its eyeballs...
looks like... sponges?
Also look like trash bag dispensers. Maybe self-ability there, self-awareness.
The scrubby things on its head too. Well, I was hoping that it was going to vacuum with its own face, like just bend in half and just start vacuuming with its own face.
Well, I think those things on its head are like antennas for receiving signals.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like
it's
scrub
like beam
brushes.
me up, Scotty.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to, and I don't know. It doesn't say here whether or not... Okay, here we go. Each humanoid is jointly controlled by a human operator and AI. So again, another company wanting to train their robotics, really train their technology models by having the robots take the physical actions. And so for $30 an hour, you can have someone peep on you too inside of San Francisco, which seemingly becomes a common thing from what I hear out there. And so you can invite this robot into your house as well as the entire technological world to help clean it.
Now, will this one get grossed out if it gets trash water on its feet like I do?
No, unfazed.
Unfazed.
Programmed.
Okay. All right.
Ready to handle it.
Ready to handle trash water.
Now, if it does get trash water, I'm sending it back, though, because it's not doing its job. The whole job here is not to get trash water.
But I mean, it's just because I bought the cheap trash bags. It's my own fault.
And I expect the robot to point that out.
Yeah.
Why did you buy the cheap ones?
Shame you for buying the cheap ones.
That's it. I'll order it for you.
I think washing its own hands is just...
Unnecessary?
Unnecessary, yeah.
But I think that's showcasing that its hands can get wet, and water and robotics don't typically mix, which is a huge conversation of how could robots ever really clean a house because of how much water gets involved. And so the hands being a very, very important part of that, or at least the limited portion of it. But the feet, if you got trash water dripping on your feet, they better put some shoes or at least some plastic bags on.
It looked like they had
feet.
the little shoe covers on whenever they came in too. So
they'll definitely start clothing these things. There's no
$30 an hour is a great deal, by the way, for someone to clean your house. Now, how long does it take it to clean my house? Does it take it? My regular house cleaning takes about 2.5 hours.
Okay.
Is it taking that regular time, or is it taking 4 or 6 hours? So, what's the benefit of it? So that's what I would do.
Maybe in the beginning, 4 to 6, kind of like a deep cleaning. And then once they get to know you personally and know where all your belongings are, know where you like to keep your things and
I'll have
how
them come
you
every
like
day
it.
if it's $30 an hour and clean the house.
It's cheaper than humans, and which, again, would probably be the reason why it's all starting. I want to let you know, too, tomorrow's Thursday. You've got your chance to be aware of all the events that are taking place around Lake Norman because of the Live, Work, Play LKN newsletter that comes out every Thursday at 2 p.m. directly to your inbox. There you can get weekend weather from Chase Myers, WSIC meteorologist. You can find out about all the stories that are happening and events taking place. Several updates or news outlets reporting additional information on the shooting that took place on I-77.
Yes.
Thought about talking about some of it, but obviously, after speaking with Firewire Dan, knowing that there is a process to all this kind of stuff, you can keep apprised as facts come out. No doubt the police department...
Mooresville police, I believe, are going to put out a press release if they haven't already. So, stay apprised with them.
And so and some real charges coming out of it, terrible charges, it appears like as well. And so whether road rage or intentionality, either way, not a fun scenario.
Yes, and if you or someone needs help with relationship issues, reach out to your local faith-based community. They can give you a lot of good resources.
If you're looking for an event, this one I don't know if it's going to make it in the LKN Live, Work, Play LKN newsletter. It happened yesterday. It was from the Navy, and it's what they are calling an experimental explosion. It occurred again yesterday off the Florida East Coast, 2 weeks after the first one. It was large enough to register a 3.9 magnitude shock that was documented. The Navy confirmed during the first explosion that the event was tied to the future USS Ted Stevens, a guided missile destroyer undergoing full ship shock trials. And the time has come.
Time has come. We're here.
844 Studio 4. You want me to tell them? No, wait, no, it's too late. You had your chance. But tomorrow's a new day.
It is.
You as well can get your name on the celebration wheel. We want to say happy birthday to Patricia Summers. Happy, happy birthday. Mames, in celebration of Patricia and all those that have a birthday or anniversary today, we will spin that wheel just like we do every other day. And if you have
Happy
a birthday or
birthday.
anniversary, or you know somebody with a birthday or anniversary, be sure to call in 844-STUDIO-4, 844-788-3464, so we can celebrate them too. Have a great day, Mike Kith.
From town halls to yard sales, we've got Lake Norman covered. We'll be right back with Justin and Mamie on Good Morning LKN.